Lollipop.
Hey, good morning, sweet Dimmick.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long time KROQ listener here. Just want to say Klein and Alley are the best thing that has happened to Los Angeles in over 2 decades. Thank you, Klein and Alley. Thank you, whoever put Klein and Alley to work over here. And thank you, KROQ.
Good morning. It's Friday. Hey, check it out. Here's Klein with the weekend song. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. It's a Klein and Alley show.
The Prince of Darkness.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, really sad. And Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
I don't wipe.
Excuse me, there's cilantro in this.
Yeah, honey.
Oh, I want to eat my breast.
Oh, mamma mia.
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look.
Come on.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go.
Naka naka dika.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to your weekend. Here we are together again. Klein Alley Show KROQ in your ear holes where we belong. You can also check us out as we are streaming live as we speak on YouTube. Great place to see some of the stuff that happens here behind the scenes, on the air, and when we accidentally fall out of our chairs, which happens more often than it should. Gravity is not our friend at KROQ.
Yeah, but also the chairs here suck.
We do have bad chairs. The best was...
oh, my God, our boss. He almost fell twice.
The other day, our boss walked into the back office, and he tried to do that thing that old guys do when they try to be cool, where they turn the chair around backwards before they sit in it. And
Let me rap with you.
He tried to turn Johnny's chair around to sit in it, and then the chair, snapped back and almost knocked him on the floor like a catapult. And he goes, what's wrong with this chair?
And then he sat the right way in it.
Yeah, and then
he was leaning back and almost fell out that way. And he was like, this stupid chair!
he goes, there's a problem with this chair. I'm like, I think it's you, old man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's not him. It happens to me all the time, too.
Yeah, but why, Johnny, that chair, I'm not mistaken, that was in the pile for dumpster chairs. They go through every once in a while, they take a bunch of furniture that's unfit for humans, and they put it in a giant pile, and then they go and put it in the incinerator.
Didn't you handpick to save that chair?
He saved that chair.
Oh, yeah, because it was silver and it was gray, and it looked really sick. But this is like my third trash chair.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like a chair, though. It doesn't work like a chair should, because I'd like to accuse our boss of just being clumsy, but the reality is everyone who tries to sit in your chair falls out of it.
It looks cool, though.
That's not really a good reason to have a chair, Johnny.
It's not a good chair, but it's a good catapult.
It's a great catapult.
That's a great point, Jake.
You know what, Jake? Thank you. That's what we like to call optimism around here.
And you know how girls wear uncomfortable heels because they look cute?
Oh,
it's the same with Johnny and chairs.
Just a bunch of people clobbing around like donkeys with a limp, and you're like, why would you wear those? They go, because they look good.
I know. And you're like, I have open sores on my feet in different places every day.
I'm not a woman, but I would imagine the greatest thing about being a woman is that feeling when you take off the uncomfortable shoes at the end of a night. That's got to be the best feeling there is, right?
Yeah, but at first when you take them off, it hurts because your foot is finally expanding again. So it's painful. And it's the 5 minutes after that where they finally go back into place and start breathing again. That's when it feels good. And when you get to put them up.
One of my favorite times in Vegas is the after the nightclub where you see just all of the women take their shoes off and walk around holding them in their hands.
Yeah, but you know what? I also went to Vegas with a Vegas veteran one time, and she brought out...
her own ballet flats or whatever in her purse?
No, she brought out a numbing spray for your feet.
Really?
And when we were all about to go out,
And we rubbed it on our
she
gums.
was like, show me your feet. And then she sprayed all of our feet with this numbing spray so we couldn't feel the pain anymore.
And it worked.
Before we got out. Yeah, it was great.
And that was the pain of hanging out and having conversation with you, or the pain of the feet?
No, that's a different spray.
That's a different spray.
That you need a prescription
It's
for.
mace.
Everyone, let's pepper spray Allie so she stops talking to us. We got so much to give you this morning on the show. I don't even want to start talking about the Disneyland tickets just yet, but you'll have a chance to win those later. It's a 4-pack of tickets. We've got at least 10 pairs of tickets for you to go see My Cam at Dodger Stadium on Sunday. And that's just some of what
Lumineers.
we have. Oh, yeah, Lumineers, more spots on the standby boarding list.
And Park Week, we still got stuff.
And this is your last chance to get us pictures of terribly parked cars so that we can wrap up Park Week officially. And I think that should be most of everything we have for you. I'm telling you, it's a lot.
Yeah,
and to get through it all over the next 4 hours will be tricky, but we can't take this stuff into the weekend with us, so we'd rather give it to you.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were having a crappy week and you're not able to upgrade today, what's wrong with you? There's so many opportunities. Not to shame you, but
Well said, Allie. What's wrong with you?
It's a you problem.
Start with Foo Fighters to kick off this morning's show. Then we get into everything we have in store for you. If you need us, remember these numbers. They will come in handy. 800-520-1067 to call. 1-800-520-1067 to text. We are Klein Alley Show, and this is New Foo, and I believe it is the top song right now on the alternative charts, believe it or not, called Today's Song on KROQ. My Chem will be at Dodger Stadium. This is also the weekend that the Vans Warped Tour is back in Long Beach. So we've given away a ton of tickets for that as well, which means It's a great weekend to be in Southern California, and on top of that, we're going to be giving you free donuts Sunday from 10 until noon at Randy's in Inglewood, the original location, iconic. When I think of the skyline, people always get very critical about L.A. because they say it doesn't have one of those iconic skylines like New York City or Chicago or Seattle. And I think you land at LAX, the first thing you see is a giant donut.
You know what's funny is that this ironic is that I was opening a puzzle yesterday with my kid. It's a 500-piece puzzle, and it's of L.A., and the first piece that I saw and picked up was the Randy's Donuts puzzle piece. And I was like, look at this. This is
beautiful
nice.
thing. So much so that when the Simpsons created the city of Springfield, they felt the need to have an homage to the giant Randy's donut, and we will be right under that giant donut. Jake said he's so hungry these days, he's going to attempt to eat the entire giant donut on the roof of Randy's. We'll be giving you free donuts and tons of KROQ stuff, as well as tickets for the advanced screenings of Naked Gun. So we'll do that on Sunday from 10 until noon and open to the general public. If you'd like to come by and say hi, we'd love to see you. The point is, Allie, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to this weekend.
Oh, my God, I know. Yeah. I mean, there's also, you got Mike Hem at Dodger Stadium, you got Vans Warped Tour, you got Randy's Donuts, and then you got the OC Fair. I mean, you got to be occupied.
So if you need access and you want to go to these things, we're going to give you a chance right now to go to Mike Hem at Dodger Stadium on Sunday, plus $100 of Allie's money. You don't have to battle Allie, though. This is going to be a Pick Your Poison Friday edition of Allie Knows the News.
Though I'm a good contestant these days, because I've lost a lot.
She's lost a lot. She's lost a lot. She's lost confidence in herself. She's lost
self-esteem.
All of those things. But you can battle her. You can battle Johnny. You can battle Vanessa, who's busy taking baths. She's all raisined up. You can take on Jake the Nerd right now, who claims he's never lost. You could take on Omar. You could even take on me if you want. So we got 5 questions about the news. We'll take your calls now, 800-520-1067. And we'll be back in just a moment with a round of Allie Knows the News, a Pick Your Poison Friday for Mike Hem tickets and $100, and we do that next.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the Beat. Join the mob. Or at least a walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Tone. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
How in the world would you know which person?
This is the world famous KROQ.
KROQ on a Wednesday morning, impactful day, and that song that we just enjoyed together from the Smashing Pumpkins may have never actually come out if it was not for the career of an Ozzy Osbourne, but I can't say that. Let's ask Billy Corgan himself, lead man, front man, of course, not only friend of Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, but of course of KROQ, and now when we were talking about who we could possibly talk to just shed some light on the impact that Ozzy's had on so many, we said we got to get Billy, and Billy was nice enough to accept our request, and here he is, and it's good to see you again, the great Billy Corgan on KROQ.
Thank you. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry it's on a sad occasion, but I think the beautiful thing is there's been such an incredible outpouring of tributes. I've been sitting on social media and literally everybody I follow, I mean, I don't care if it's a clothing company, I don't care if it's a pedal maker, everybody's paying tribute to Ozzy today. I think it's so amazing that he had this connection with people and you see it. And I just went through it, of course, a few weeks ago in London or Birmingham with the concert. But now to see this, it's like even more overwhelming.
Do you remember, did you get to chat with Ozzy at the final show, and what was the interaction like, and how did he seem?
You know, I kind of let him be because there were so many people wanting to talk to him, and there were people he hadn't seen for years. And Sharon and I had been discussing, ever since Sharon appeared in my podcast, that I was going to go over to their house in L.A. and interview Ozzy. So in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to have that conversation when I see him after this. I'd like to share one special moment, though. I don't want to say who the other person is. It's somebody from a very famous alternative band. But when Black Sabbath sound-checked 2 nights before the actual concert, there was literally nobody in the arena, the stadium, except security, and me and this person from another famous alternative band. And we were literally watching Black Sabbath soundcheck with Ozzy, you know, for the last time. And Ozzy saw us down there and did the famous Ozzy, you know, sitting in his chair, but he did the famous Ozzy peace sign to both of us down and smiled. And that's the moment I'll always hold on to, because it was in that private moment where it was just us and the band, basically. And both me and the other person, this is why I don't want to say who the person is, we both started crying, because we couldn't believe this magical dream of this band in our lives was coming to an end.
Billy, you first connected with Black Sabbath, I believe, when you were 8. Is that right?
Yeah, my uncle was a drummer, and he had a very progressive kind of rock collection, and my grandmother, for some reason, let me play his records. And the first record in the stack was Master of Reality. Never heard of the band, had no idea. And the first song I ever heard by them was Sweet Leaf. And it had such an impact on me. The sound of his voice, I couldn't understand what was happening. It was like Quicksilver through me. And then, of course, Tony's guitar. And I'm not saying anything if you're a Sabbath fan that sounds new, but when you're 8 years old and you have no context for that, it was so shocking. And that the feeling of them has never left me. And it's had such a huge influence on my music and my approach to music. So to be with them on that day was like a magical dream, and it's been such a high. I think everybody involved, Metallica, Tom Morello, I mean, everybody, we've been talking, and it was such an amazing event to be part of. It was the greatest musical event I think I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
As a sort of a one-day thing. It was so incredible. Everybody was on their best behavior. Everyone was playing their hearts out, because there's so much love for Ozzy and the band. And I saw it. I mean, I saw it behind the scenes. I saw it when the cameras were on. And so to be coming off that high and then have somebody run in a room last night and say, oh my God, Ozzy just died. It was like, wait, the movie's not supposed to end like this, you know?
Yeah, so was it pretty shocking, even though, you know, obviously he wasn't in the best health for a long period of time. And, you know, the news kind of broke yesterday. It seemed like a long time coming for some people, but then it also still seemed like such a huge shock.
Well, you know, I was around him, and obviously people were paying a lot of attention to the shape that he was in. He was obviously not at 100%, but like if anybody's seen those group photos where we were all, it's like me and Metallica and, you know, so many of the artists playing, we were in this group photo. And the photographer is Ross Halfin, very famous rock photographer. And we've all shot with Ross for years, and he's been shooting Ozzy for 45 years. And Ozzy was cussing him out just like you would hear in an episode of The Osbournes. So I saw nothing in his spirit that told me that he was anywhere near the end of his life. And, you know, talking about it with the band, you know, we were almost thinking that maybe this concert was the thing that kept him going. Maybe the idea that there was this rainbow at the end of this particular road, maybe that kept his spirits up. And I'm not saying once it was over, he was over. I'm just saying is maybe the concert actually elongated his life because he had something to fight for, something to strive for. And to see how much that show and those artists meant to him. I mean, we all watch it through our phone these days, but I was there. I was watching, you know, everybody turn into a little kid again, because for a hard rock, and, you know, you got Tool there, you got Morello there. You know, for bands like us, Sabbath has always been an alternative band. You know, we never saw them as just a metal band. So the greatest rock stars in the world, we were all there for one reason. And there's so much love for Ozzy when you see it in person. It was so humbling to be a part of that.
Billy Corgan is on with us right now, Smashing Pumpkins. You can watch us. We're live on YouTube, of course, doing the show on KROQ as well. And even the text line saying Ozzy literally threw and attended his own funeral. That is something only a true legend can do. But I don't know if, look, to be there and to be in that room, and I wonder, because he's a guy that you've always admired, was he a guy that you ever went to at any point in your career for advice, like when Smashing Pumpkins was going through stuff or when you were going through stuff? Because he had experienced pretty much everything. Were you at that point with him?
No, it was interesting because my relationship was always more with Sharon, because Sharon at one point managed us, and then we had a big falling out, and then we made up not too long thereafter, and we've been, on good terms for many, many years. And it was when Sharon had filmed my podcast, I guess 8-9 months ago, she said, we're going to do this last concert, and I would really like you to be there. I know it would mean a lot to Ozzy. So I've always kind of interacted with Ozzy through Sharon. So it really would be Sharon I would go to advice for. And I want to say something really quickly, and obviously this is about Ozzy. And I think you see it also with this last show. There would be no Ozzy, the icon, without Sharon. Sharon was his rock. Sharon was his motivation. Sharon was the woman he loved with all his heart. And I as much as I've been thinking about Ozzy and as much as I've been thinking about the band, having just been with everybody, I'm also thinking a lot about the family and of Sharon, because he was the center of their universe. And so please put your prayers out for the family as well, because
All right, I got 5 questions here, all about things that happened in the news in the last few days. You answer them, at least do better than someone on the show. You get paid an instant $100, and more importantly, probably 2 tickets to go to My Chem on Sunday at Dodger Stadium. That'll be a great show. So popular, they had to add a second one, and you will be there at Dodger Stadium at the show.
Are you winded?
I'm winded already. Well, how much time is the weekend? It's Friday. I thought, though, we were done already. To be honest, I woke up today. I had a moment this morning in bed when I was like, I think it's Saturday. I literally had that moment.
Oh, my God, I hate that feeling.
And I was so mad that I didn't turn my alarm off, because I was like, you idiot, it's Saturday. And then it had like a weird Saturday feel to it. That's
funny.
The worst.
Do you think it's worse to wake up and go, oh my God, I think it's Saturday, but it's actually Friday? Or when you wake up for work and then you realize afterwards that it's Saturday?
I drove in here one time on a Saturday. I got in my car and drove all the way here before I realized it was Saturday one time. So I tell you, that's the worst.
That's funny. What did you think we were doing on the show that day?
I don't know. I woke up. I thought I was running late. I got in my car quickly and sped over. I was like, oh, no traffic. It's my lucky day. And then I got here and the building was locked.
Wow, they lock it up?
Yeah, they lock it. Well, they got those extra barriers they put in the garage.
Oh,
and then
wow.
And then it all kind of came together for me. I didn't see any of your cars here. I knew something was up. Let's say hi to Frankie and give Frankie an opportunity to win an easy $100 right now and tickets to My Chem on Sunday. Good morning, Frankie. Hello?
Oh, my gosh.
Hi.
I love you guys so much.
Hi.
Thank you for saying that. We love you as well. How did you discover this show?
I've honestly been listening to KROQ for as long as I can remember, so I've just been a loyal, I want to say customer, but listener.
No, customers, right. We think of you as customers.
Yeah, not people.
You're a number. You're just a number to us. Thank you. That's nice. Too lazy to change the station after all of the many changes that went on here, and as a result, she just decided I'll just put up with them, and then eventually we grew on you. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Allie. I love Allie and I love Vanessa. They're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we're happy to get any creatures of habit or just creatures in general.
Who would you like to battle in this edition? Because once again, it's not picking your favorites now. It's picking who you think you can beat, because you need to win to get these tickets. So who would you like to go toe-to-toe against?
Honestly, I wanna try to beat Vanessa.
Oh.
Love it.
All right, Vanessa did used to work for NASA, but she also did add the number 7 on her fingers, so she's a good person to go against. She's going to sequester herself. She will not hear these questions. You get to go first. We'll score it together. See how you do. If she does not win this round of Allie Knows the News, we will instantly give her tickets to Caller 20 after the game is over. So, once again, you can win now. The tickets are yours. If not, they go to someone else. Your round begins right now.
Allie Knows the News.
On, just waiting for Vanessa to sequester herself. Here we go. Sadly, we lost a lot of people this week. Name one celebrity that we lost this week.
Hulk Hogan.
Question number 2. This musician and husband of one of the most annoying women on the planet was just named Philanthropist of the Year.
Oh, my God. What's her name? Oh my God. I don't know.
3.
I don't know.
2. 1. That's a pass.
Jenna Ortega. I don't know.
We go
I
to
know
question
that's not right.
number 3. A crew member fell off of this. This, by the way, is a new trend that's happening now. Fell off of this cruise line.
Oh my
and-
God, I know. There's
and
been a few of these.
Sadly died. It feels like every day now you're getting another person falls off cruise ship story. This was a crew member. What cruise line did he fall off of?
It was probably Royal Caribbean.
Question number 4. This collection of weirdos, nerds, super fans, and celebrities is taking place as we speak right now in San Diego.
Comic-Con.
And finally, question number 5. Where could you find Klein and Alley this Sunday from 10 until noon?
Randy's Donuts.
Oh, okay. I have to finish
Frankie,
the sentence. All
love
right.
it.
Hold on. I don't think Vanessa's going to get that last one, by the way. Hold on. That's Frankie. She did very well.
Oh, my
Score it
goodness.
together. How did it feel? Pressure, a lot of pressure, huh?
A lot of pressure. This is harder than I thought.
I know.
It's harder in the moment, people say.
All right, bring
It
Vanessa
is.
in here. She wants to battle Vanessa. Vanessa's up for the challenge. Let's score it together. Here she comes. Vanessa is in the KROQ studio right now, fresh off her bath and ready to dominate.
I should have never told you I took that.
That's okay. Oh, she's got to climb on the chair. Just same way.
Do you think the towels that she uses after the bath are like those ones with a little hood where it's like a shark?
Oh, yeah. No, it's the tiny towels she uses, remember? She loves the tiny
right.
towels. Question 1, Vanessa. Here we go. Sadly, the world lost a lot of people this week. Name one of the many celebrities that died this week.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne, I will accept.
You don't have to do an impression.
That was a weird impression, but yes, Ozzy Osbourne is right. And she told to us that, of course, Hulk Hogan died as well. Both of you get the point. We go to question number 2. It's tied up 1-1. This musician and husband of one of the world's most annoying women was just named Philanthropist of the Year.
Most annoying women of the year.
No. Philanthropist of the Year.
Oh,
But who? This musician?
is the wife.
No.
No.
No. I'm pulling a Johnny. I think I know. Orlando Bloom.
Okay, interesting. Because she thought, who's annoying?
I thought Katy Perry
Right.
is annoying.
So that's why I was like,
The correct answer is John Legend.
Oh, Chrissy Teigen.
John Legend.
Forgot she's annoying.
Yes, everyone forget, but now everyone goes, yes, she is annoying.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her
but
being
like,
annoying.
am I not wrong too?
No, that's
well,
true.
You're wrong in the sense that they're not married
right.
anymore. So you're not right. We go to question number 3, and it's still tied up 1-1. She didn't get that either. Sadly, a crew member fell off of this cruise line and has died. Which cruise line lost a crew member who fell overboard?
I don't know. Royal.
Royal?
What's it called? Royal Line.
Royal Line?
Royal Caribbean.
There you
She got there. That's the correct answer, and that's exactly what Frankie said. So here we are now, completely tied. Go with 2 questions left. This is very exciting, Allie. Goosebumps under my hairy arms.
Ew.
And we go to question number 4. This collection of weirdos, nerds, super fans, and celebrities are taking place right now in San Diego.
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
You're doing a nerd impression there?
Yeah, I don't know where I was.
Frankie said Comic-Con as well, so
Yeah.
Frankie gets the point. It's still tied up. Final question. Where would you find Klein and Alley this Sunday from 10 until noon?
Frankie,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be in bed.
What?
In bed. She just
In
said
bed?
in bed.
In bed.
Okay, no,
Okay.
I do know the answer.
No,
I do know
you
the
just said in
answer.
bed. I have to accept your
I
first
know the
answer.
I just,
Did you not
I
remember?
want Frankie to get the tickets.
What?
All right,
so you're throwing the
you're
game
throwing the
in
game?
I'm trying to get.
But-
This
but that-
feels wrong.
But Allie has to pay her then. Allie has to
Yeah.
pay her.
Oh, but didn't you say?
Do you
like,
know where we're
something-
going to be on Sunday from 10 to noon?
Eating donuts.
Oh, that's also wrong. All right. Frankie, congratulations. You have
right.
somehow won. Allie owes you $100, and you just got yourself tickets to see My
Oh,
Chem
my
on Sunday,
God.
all right?
Oh
I
my
threw the-
God. I love you, Vanessa. You
That's-
are my favorite.
That's why you're her favorite. I don't think Vanessa
You
knew.
can't see me.
Do you really know the name?
Yeah,
I
Randy's
do.
don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she did know. It took her a while. All right, don't worry about it. Hey, Frankie, hold on 1 second.
I thought she was gonna say
Congratulations.
Frankie's donut.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Oh
as
my
well.
God, thank you.
Of course. We are Klein Alley's show, and last night, Alley participated in, founded, and promoted the world's first ever fart walk.
I don't know if promoted is the right word. It seems like a strong word. I
Well,
kind
you
of just put a post up on Nextdoor and nobody responded.
You made a flyer, you put it out there for the general public, and you decided to try to move the focus from the hot girl walks that are popping up everywhere to a fart girl walk.
Yeah, because walking after dinner is very good for a lot of different reasons. It's good for gut health, digestion, and overall health, and mental health as well, of course. And so I decided to put up a flyer and see if anybody was interested in the world's first fart walk, official fart walk. And nobody responded. I did get one DM from a woman named Janice on Nextdoor who wanted to know the location.
And you tried to cancel it yesterday because of the lack of interest.
Yeah.
And we said, no, you must go do this fart walk.
So I decided, all right, what the hell, I'll show up and I'll stay there for 5 minutes, and if nobody's there, I'll just go home. I wasn't even going to do the walk because I don't want to do a fart walk by myself. That's just sad. That's just a woman farting in Agora Hills, which is just any other day. So I pull up. There are 3 other cars in the parking lot. One is just a guy sitting in his car smoking weed. And I was like, oh, maybe this is the only guy that's going to be with me on my fart walk. Thankfully, he was not interested in the fart walk and was not there for that reason. He just wanted to smoke weed at a park. So I pulled up, got out, and I was like, all right, I'm going to give it 5 minutes. No one shows up. And then who rolled up but the woman who called yesterday and her son, not her husband.
Oh, no.
And they said, Are you Allie? We are here for the fart walk.
Oh, my God.
Yep. This is the first.
I'm obviously not dressed. I did not know what to wear. I was at work and
she didn't know what to wear.
Right.
What do I wear to a fart walk?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to one. Farting pants. She did wear sneakers. And well, we're just going to walk a little bit. Is that cool? We're ready.
Is explaining to her the way it's going to work, or are you trying to go ahead and let her know that whatever she drove out for was a giant waste of her time?
Well, it's funny because she was like, when I called in on the radio yesterday, I thought you said you lived in Granada Hills, which is much closer to where I live. And then she realized it was Agora Hills and was like, oh, crap. But then she thought to herself, I can't let her down.
Right.
I got to go to the fart walk.
That's why
Aaron,
listeners,
you could have let me down.
Yeah,
we're
used to being let down around here, but that's also why our listeners are the best. They go the extra mile for the show.
True. But it also sounds like Allie is already over it.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, hi.
Allie was so excited.
He's going to walk a little bit.
She wanted no one to show up.
We're going to walk me back to my car.
Allie wanted no one to show up because she just one of those ideas she had where she said it out loud, then we peer pressured you into actually going through with it, but you didn't want to do it.
No, I didn't.
It was like me with the nipple piercing all over again. I don't want to do that.
I was like, please don't show up. Please don't show up. Cool? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're ready to do our first ever fart walk. This is good for digestion, and I just had dinner, so let's get started. Okay. We'll just do a little stroll. We don't have to go anywhere far. Okay.
You made that very clear.
But this is going to be quick, okay? We're going to get this over with.
You'll be home in time for dinner.
Another dinner.
Don't worry.
But then we start walking, and some guy is playing catch with his daughter, and he yells from across the park, hey, what's up, Allie? Okay. Hi. Hey.
Doing our walk, but I saw the hat.
You're doing your walk too?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the fart walk you're talking about?
That's a fart walk.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you guys enjoy your fart walk. Okay. So this guy was just there.
He's having a fart catch.
He was playing catch with his daughter, and then they just said that his wife showed up, and they went on their fart walk.
Hey.
This was a totally separate fart walk.
You're very much like Martin Luther King Jr. You're starting a movement.
When someone yells at you from across the park and go, Allie, you doing your fart walk? I know I've made it.
That's how you know that it's successful now. And I can't wait till people start yelling that in much more crowded settings.
But then
for you.
the son of the mom that I was walking with got very confused after that. Have some good farts.
Is it like a normal thing here?
No, this is not normal in any way. He was like, this is what people do.
Is this the fart park?
Yeah. Is this the future? Because I'm 18 and I have nothing to look forward to now.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I wonder what his mom had to do to convince him to go on that thing.
He was very happy to join us. They are a long-standing KROQ family. They've been listening to KROQ for 30 years. The husband eventually showed up, met us halfway through the fart walk.
Did anyone fart during this walk or no?
No, I don't think anyone did once. But the idea is that they're coming.
Yeah, but doesn't that seem like that?
It helps with digestion. So what if you're farting? Great. If you're not, that's okay too. But when you're walking, it's going to help with all that.
How long was the entire?
2 miles. We went 2 miles.
Jake,
I kind of got us lost.
Would you be interested, Jake, in sponsoring the next fart walk with your line of beans, Jake Shack?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. If we could turn this into a Jake Shack beans walk. People could sample Jake's beans first, and then they could go on the walk with Allie.
I did tell them, I was like, there's not a lot of, and she said at one point she was looking around, she was like, are we the only ones that showed up? I was like, yep, it's just you. And she was like, oh man, I thought that there was going to be a big group of people. Like, I don't think she wanted to sit there and talk to me for an hour.
Yeah, we thought it would be your biggest nightmare to only have one person that you'd have to actually converse with, but it turns out it's her worst nightmare.
I know.
That she had to only spend time talking to you.
Exactly. But then I was like, hey, look at 5 years from now, this is going to be huge, and you're going to have the bragging rights and say, I attended the first fart walk, and she didn't respond to what I said.
I don't think anyone's ever going to say that.
I think she was just like, okay.
Yeah. All right, well,
so
there you have it.
Sat in a lot of traffic
just another,
for a 1 hour walk.
Another
with me.
thing that we did, not because we should have, not because it made anyone's lives better, but because we brought it up on the show, we felt obligated to give you the sweet payoff. And that payoff was uncomfortable conversation with one person.
Yeah. So 8208 said, my fiance knows I listen to the show every morning, but has never listened until today. She decided to work from home and listen, and this segment is the first thing she heard.
Well, listen, don't judge us on this segment. Allie was attempting to do some good. It backfired drastically.
Yeah, and you know what? Well, sometimes things that we do fail. That's when you know you're successful, right, Klein?
Absolutely. That's why we have a whole box to celebrate it. The Box of Shame will be coming up. We have another pair of tickets for you to go to MyChem in moments. And if you would like to go to Disneyland, I hope you represent your generation in the return of Generation Wars. This was a rough week specifically for Gen X. Some people saying the worst week ever for Gen X, losing Hogan and Ozzy
and E-News.
Theo Huxtable and E-News. So guess what? Gen X is mourning right now. And we will give you the opportunity to prove your generation reigns supreme with tickets to Disneyland coming up on KROQ.
Klein, World Famous Show.
KROQ. Klein, Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Emergencies can happen at.
They're going to need this kind of support. You know, he was a huge figure.
And this conversation that Billy keeps talking about, by the way, his podcast, The Magnificent Others, you could see this I watched the whole chat with you and Sharon yesterday. It's truly, really remarkable, all of the things that you cover in that. And it did feel so two friends for a long time having a conversation about universal love for this man, Ozzy Osbourne. And I question this, and I think the answer is pretty obvious, but like of all of the KROQ artists, yourself included, how many of these artists wouldn't even be here today if it was not for kind of the impact that Ozzy, Black Sabbath had on just everything?
See, that's the funny thing, you get these kind of categories thrown around, but you can draw direct lineages between Sabbath and Rage Against the Machine, Tool, Pumpkins, Nirvana, Alice in Chains. Half of the great artists that KROQ have played through the years were directly descendant from Black Sabbath's music and philosophy. So I don't think the influence there can be understated. This is a huge moment for all of us because I don't think, it's easy to say, oh, you'll never see the likes of him again. You will definitely never see another Ozzy. He's a one-of-a-kind personality. He was a one-of-a-kind voice. And what was so amazing, and you hear it again and again in the last few hours, and you'll hear it for the next few weeks. He was a humble man. To be that guy and not somehow be affected by it is I think probably the most remarkable part of all. We've all had our rock star weirdnesses, but somehow he stayed himself through the whole thing. There's an interview just went up today with Tony Iommi, I think, talking to the BBC, and he said he was always the same.
Yeah.
Since we were in school together, and he's the same guy at the end. To have lived what he lived and still come out the other side, that guy, I think that's maybe the greatest tribute. And a family man, he loved his kids and his grandkids. I saw it. It's very hard to, I guess, straddle the worlds between having some intimate contact with the family and knowing what they're going through, and at the same time be a fan and have been part of the show. And the whirlwind of emotions over the last 24 hours are almost hard to categorize, and I put feelings into words for a living,
Yeah.
If there are people going on a deep dive today with Ozzy's music, Black Sabbath, etc., what's one song that they have to have on their playlist today?
See, that's tough because, Ozzy lived many musical lives depending on who was in the band, So if you're a Sabbath fan, I think you would want to listen to Changes, which Youngblood did such an amazing cover of. He just destroyed it at the gig. But Ozzy's the king of it, and so I think the emotion of that song. And then I think Mama, I'm Coming Home from his solo career, because that shows the heart of the man.
Mm.
Billy, we can't thank you enough for spending some time with us this morning. Your thoughts, obviously, much more. You were there. You got to be a part of that final show. And some people are wondering if there's any talk about you and those guys you played with on stage.
Doing more?
Maybe keeping the legacy alive by doing some more stuff potentially down the line. Any conversation about that, or way too soon?
You know what? There hasn't been, but I said something after the show, and I didn't say it to Sharon, but I said it to someone in Sharon's world. I almost think there should be an annual Ozzy concert where we come together and we just do a charitable event.
Yeah, because he raised so much money. That final show between Parkinson's, Children's Hospital, Acorn. He's even on the way out did so much good, and that's what I think everyone thinks of the guy that ate the bat that was rock and roll and a badass. But the amount of good he did was wild.
I think I would do you have a second for me to sort of talk about this? I don't want to.
We have all the time in the world,
As long as you want
Billy.
to give us, Billy.
Here's what I would say. When you have the biggest artists in the world coming to play in tribute to somebody, and they're playing truncated sets. Tool played 20 minutes. GNR played for 35 minutes. I mean, headlining bands are not used to playing small sets. Everybody worked together to make a one-of-a-kind monumental event. And what an amazing way to continue to pay tribute. If we could get together every year in Birmingham, or Sharon could pick a site, and the legacy of that togetherness would continue. I can't imagine the list of artists that wouldn't want to be involved. Let me say one other thing, and this is a bit selfish, but it sort of goes with this idea. When you see the power of rock music, and I'm obviously including alternative here, you had guys in their 20s and guys in their 70s working together in the same direction. Pop could never, ever compete with what we saw that day.
Yeah.
Pop is massive, and we get it, and we know it, and everybody runs around and talks about it because it's the gossip. But rock cannot be beat. And a guy like Ozzy showed us the way. Somehow his magical life brought us all together. I mean, Jakey Lee was there, who had been, estranged from his world for 30 years. I mean, there was so much peacemaking going on. So I love the idea that maybe in Ozzy's memory and in tribute, we could have a once-a-year event where we know we're going to go in and raise hundreds of millions of dollars and show the whole world what rock can do when we're all pointed in the same direction. Just one day a year.
I'm sure that would be amazing.
Billy Corgan.
He would love it.
We love you. Thank you for joining us again on KROQ, and we appreciate it. Let's get on some Ozzy right now, which we don't get to do as often as we should. The great Billy Corgan. Thanks so much. to your news, then a brand new hour of the show can begin. Lots of MyChem tickets on Sunday to give you, as well as Lumineers spots on the standby boarding list. Going to give away that trip next week. We have so much to give you next week, including, I think, more Disneyland and OC Fair. So just keep on listening to K-Rock and keep on calling, and eventually you'll get what you want, I believe. 800-520-1067. Aaron, you're on K-Rock. Good morning.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
Hi. What's up?
My husband's here, too, actually.
Oh, great.
Oh,
what can we do for you?
Well, I just wanted to thank Allie for walking with us yesterday. It was really nice.
Oh, you were at the fart walk. You were at the inaugural Allie Hot Girl Fart Walk.
Yes. Me and my son and my husband showed up halfway through.
And were you disappointed by the lack of turnout, or did you think that made it more exclusive, that you got to have a private fart walk with Allie?
I think it was more like it turned out cool because it was more of a private thing.
That's my husband, Mike.
Yeah. I don't deal well with crowds, so that actually worked in my favor.
If you don't do well with crowds, you'll do great with me.
Yeah. Anytime there's Allie, there will not be a crowd. Don't you worry. Now, let me ask you a serious question, guys.
I think I hoped that there were more people there because I was more nervous about the whole thing, and I was kind of anxious about having to be the one to try to hold the conversation. You made it really easy. You were really easy to talk to.
Did anyone, Mike, did you or your wife or your son fart during the walk?
Actually, I did not. I'm surprised that I didn't.
I guess we were all just clenching.
Gosh.
I think maybe this did the opposite.
Yeah, quite the opposite.
We're also nervous we don't want to fart in front of strangers.
The no fart walk. That's what the hot girl walk is. Now you've literally just done what they're already doing, which is the hot girl walk. And you didn't fart either, Aaron?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess we just
is it total of 0
people
farts?
hanging out, not farting, going
all right,
for a walk.
well,
but it was a nice walk.
No,
wasn't
anyway,
it?
thank you for participating. It means a lot to us.
Okay.
I'm sorry that no one else showed up. On that note, let's get to your news now. A brand new hour of the show will officially begin in moments. But first, there's this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, I'm sharing some sad news, and it's news that does not involve Malcolm Warner or Ozzy or the Hulk or the death of E-News or any of the other deaths that have happened in the last month.
How can there be more sad news? You know, later this morning, we were going to be doing a robo roast. This is where we let robots roast some of the many people that we lost this week. I mean, it's just been one of those weeks where every day it's another boom, 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 and robots will be roasting, and I'm not looking forward to the roast, Sally, because I think the robots are going to say some mean things, but here's a tease as to one of the robo-roast jokes coming up later this morning.
Hulk Hogan died only 3 days after the actor who played Theo Huxtable. 3 days! That's the closest Hulk ever got to a black man.
Okay. I don't like the robo-roast.
Sound like people who
sassy.
are... Yeah.
Very sassy. Very sassy.
I like the delivery. Seems like somebody who would be on a lineup with Jake.
Yeah, this is like one of the Jake comedy shows. This one's been out.
And now Tammy Malcolm.
Oh, I bet you her other jokes are great. These are all AI robot delivered jokes.
So no, I'm not reporting the death of a person. It is about the slow death of Vegas. Vegas tourism is way down this year, and they're reporting very low hotel reservations this year, and they're trying to offer more and more deals to make up for it. But people are feeling gouged when they go with all the resort fees, the upcharges, and they say they'd rather go somewhere else where it's more affordable when it comes to travel. But if they do Vegas, a lot of people are pulling an alley. They're hanging out off the strip. On Fremont Street, hotel bookings and sales in general are up. And let me say, if you want to gamble but you don't want to spend $50 a hand, the old strip is there for you. That's where it's at. You get the old Vegas grunge. In some of those casinos, you don't get on the strip where it's like all these bros flashing money and stuff. And if you want to gamble with the true lifers, the old lady with the oxygen tank, the old war vet with the stories, that's the new Vegas experience this year.
Well, listen, no bigger fan of going to Vegas than me, and I used to go multiple weekends a year, every year, like clockwork, and I agree. They got very greedy, and they had a good thing going for a while, and then Vegas started freaking out because people weren't gambling as much. They were doing all of the other experiences a lot more, and rather than just ride that wave and figure out how to enjoy that, they decided to really start sticking it. And I'm not, no specific hotel, because I've been to quite a few.
You can't find a table for under 25 or 50 bucks.
The last time I was there, I was walking through some hotels a Saturday night, and I believe the minimum hand to play blackjack, minimum, was $100.
That's insane. Jesus.
And that means that if you said, I'm going to bring $500 with me and gamble with it, and that'll last me the weekend, you get a couple of bad hands in a row, you double down, you lose, that's it. There goes your money. But on top of everything else, there's been stories of $24 bottles of water in rooms.
Yeah.
They got rid of, obviously, what used to be free parking, free valet. All of these little things where you went to Vegas, and even though you lost money, you felt like
you got a deal on the other stuff.
I got some free drinks, and I got some free parking, and I took advantage of a buffet.
I feel like the free drinks are getting scarce too. You have to be there for a while before they stop
Those
by.
buffets are like $50 plus.
I know,
like the one at the Wynn is insane.
They got real greedy there, and it happened.
They don't even give you salt and butter.
That's right. Chicken and bring us
That was the turning point.
Yep, that was the end. So I agree.
But it used to be like, you $7.99, you get a whole meal. You can find some of those hotels, even the nice ones, were like $100 a night some weekends, and it was all just to get you there so that you spent money at the casinos. Now everyone's so strapped after they've booked their vacation that they can't even go to the casino.
And even if you wanted to do Vegas, I'm not just talking about Alley's Way where you're going around Fremont Street looking for a 99-cent shrimp buffet, but I'm saying even if you wanted to do it the right way where you go to a club and you get a table and bottles, even that at one point not too long ago was like every guy there is going to throw in $100, and that's going to that's going to get us a fun night. And that number has gone up probably
to 1,000
five times, it maybe more.
Yeah.
It just went, and that was where you kind of knew I'm paying a premium, but there's a reason for it. I'm going to a good club. Tiesto's DJing or whatever, Marshmallows dancing, and then they just go, let's go ahead and just keep jacking up the number. And I'll tell you, for regular people, they go, what are we doing at this point?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Why don't I just go somewhere else and have a full experience?
And I hope you get me back, Vegas, because I really do love you.
Yeah, come on,
but you
make this right.
You have exploited us.
A lot of companies have done layoffs recently, including ours, but one company didn't have to do layoffs. The employees left themselves, and that's Astronomer, the company where the Coldplay couple worked. And yes, I use that in the past tense because the girlfriend now, Kristen Cabot, has officially resigned alongside her boyfriend, the CEO, who resigned, I believe that was last week. Or maybe earlier this week. It all kind of feels like a blur at this point with the Coldplay couple. And then that woman who was like smiling, the red-faced woman who was like kind of in the corner.
The one that knew what was going on.
Yeah, they were like, this is another employee, and she knew what was going on. They have since debunked that, and the company said that she does not work for the company and that no other employees were shown in that video at all. But the company, the Astronomer, they are thrilled about all this.
They're getting a lot of press.
Yeah, one of the other guys who was talking on behalf of the company was like, let me tell you about Astronomer, guys.
Yep.
Like, he is doing what you should do in this situation, which is say, hey, this is an opportunity for me to tell everybody about the company. This is free marketing, so let me just fill you guys in. So I think no one's happier about it than
this
them.
Goes back to the Kardashian effect, right? Like, who would be talking about her now, a family full of billionaires, if it wasn't for that leaked sex tape with Ray J? So that proved over the course of the last, 15 years since that tape leaked, to be very profitable and the smartest move that ever could have happened.
This is their Ray J sex tape?
For that company, yeah, because they just got instant international exposure on a massive scale. And the company itself is probably doing better than ever before.
Yeah. All right, 205 million people in the U.S. are gamers. And they are discovering a new group of people that are taking up that 205 million, and that is old people. Old people are gaming more than ever before. They're taking away the Mahjong and the bridge.
Take that, loser.
Swapping it out for Call of Duty and, all kinds of really high-end games. And 57 million Americans over 50 are now regular gamers. And 36% of those people over 50 are in their 80s. Playing like legit, like Call of Duty and stuff.
That's
like
GTA. That's because that's like one of the biggest groups that's now discovering weed for the first time since the 60s. All those 80-year-olds are getting high, so now they're like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, but I also think that some of the games, like Metal Storm, is like an air combat game, and I think they're like, oh, wait a minute, I was in that war.
I flew this too.
I know how to do this.
This is exactly what we did to them Germans. Play it again. We get into a brand new hour of the show in a moment. Just want to read this text that came through from the 323. I just walked into my office 30 minutes late. And my coworkers are listening to the Klein Alley Show on their own. I didn't force them today. # grow the show.
Nice.
Greatly appreciate you as we get into a brand new hour of the show after Green Day.
You have the time.
show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to your weekend and good morning. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ just after 8 o'clock. Lots to get into. We still have a few hours together because summer hours are rolling on. And we have, between now and when we get out of here, tickets. Disneyland, a 4-pack coming up this hour. We will also get into your MyChem tickets. Tons of pairs of those to give away. That's a Sunday show happening at Dodger Stadium. And a friendly reminder, you can hang with us. We will be down at the original Randy's Donuts bright and early Sunday morning, 10 a.m. till noon. We got free donuts. That's the most. Free donuts is a motivating phrase.
Oh, absolutely. I think that'll get anybody. That creates a line immediately.
And we'll also be giving you tickets to see Naked Gun before anyone else, plus some KROQ stuff as well. This person is not happy, and they felt the need to yell at us through the GOAT line.
Are you aware that the YouTube live stream is 20 or 30 seconds ahead of the radio broadcast? And that's why netbangers, stupid name by the way, are always winning these tickets because they hear the cue to call before the rest of us do. So you need to fix this ASAP.
And we looked into this issue because I want to make sure that anyone listening to the show, if they were listening streaming or listening live on 106.7 or watching along on YouTube, that everyone had an equal chance to win or equally be disappointed in losing. And that is why we do not just say first person through. It's usually a caller 20 situation, gives everyone a lot of opportunity to go ahead and get to the phone, dial, hear the busy signal many times, and then finally, hopefully, we pick you up. So we'll test that theory right now by saying caller 20. We'll get tickets to MyChem at this exact moment. And I will bet for a fact it's not a net banger watching on YouTube. But if it is, then maybe this person has a point.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody was watching on the live stream and called as soon as they heard us talk about it, they would be too early.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's not going to win. This guy.
All right, guys. Good morning. It's Friday. Long story short, I can no longer listen live due to my work schedule. But I am trying to get MyChem tickets for Sunday.
I know.
Can I, sing or something? I don't know.
You could sing all you want, but that's not going to help you get tickets. And I feel bad for all. I mean, as much as we appreciate the people that listen to the podcast, that means a lot to us as well. It is tough because it's hard for you to interact with the live show, which means you're not really eligible to win the tickets when we say random things like call now and go to MyChem on Sunday.
I do think that I want to hear him sing, especially people who are MyChem fans. They got a lot of passion. There's emo in all of them.
Well, this guy's got 5 seconds left of his message, and I think you'll take back your statement about him having passion.
Anything? I don't know. I really like MyChem. I'm going to be bummed out if I miss this. If not, I don't know.
If not,
okay.
You got through that pretty quickly.
I want to, but whatever.
Yeah, you worked it out together.
In the stages of grief really quick.
Whatever, life is stupid. I've accepted it.
Caller 20, I'm going to grab you in just a second, and then we'll get into the complete hour we have in store for you, which means we'll be robo-roasting some of the many celebrities we lost. As Jeff Ross likes to say, we only roast the ones we love, and there were no shortage of big losses this week, from Ozzy Osbourne to Hulk Hogan and Malcolm Jamal Warner to E! To
Chuck Mangione, the little player of the flugelhorn,
Russian trombone.
Yeah.
So we'll get into all of that coming up later this hour and some Generation Wars. But first, Lauren in Fullerton. Hi.
Hey, all right. And I'm listening on the radio, guys.
There you go.
Listening on the radio. Look at that. Caller 20. Those tickets are as good as yours. You're going to go see MyChem this very Sunday.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
You're very welcome. And thank you for proving a point to us that everyone has an equal chance around here to lose.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
We can all lose together.
We can all lose together. There's your motivation for this Friday on KROQ.
Let's just pretend.
Man, I never look forward to this.
KROQ Road Trip USA.
No, that I do. I look forward to KROQ Road Trip USA. What I don't look forward to is what we have now, which is the Box of Shame. And the Box of Shame is usually a chance for me to share with me my deepest, darkest, most shameful moments. The reality is it's full of all of our deepest, darkest, most shameful secrets. And we just occasionally share them on a Friday. And I don't know why we do this when we're going into the weekend. We put ourselves in such a terrible mood when we are usually feeling good about the Friday vibes and everything we have in store for you.
Well, I think.
Hold on.
How you doing over there?
I don't know, this thing is the second time today. You guys will say it's my fault, but I'm telling you.
The mic needs to be turned on. That's no one's fault but yours.
Thing is in manual mode, and it keeps firing off. It keeps firing off.
Okay.
So you couldn't press the button.
Shut up,
to take it
Jake.
out?
Shut up, Jake. You don't know what it's like over here. It's a very hard job.
I love how you're like, the box makes me feel shameful.
Johnny does it now.
All right. Well, listen. It's a very, very, very difficult job that only probably 5 people on the planet
can do.
Only 5 people on the planet can still do.
Right,
we got the box of shame. Let's get to it. Here we go.
The box.
What's in the box?
Of shame.
Shame. Shame.
Don't press
Shame.
it. You just turned my mic off again.
I didn't. What are you talking about?
Hello? Oh my God.
I hear you.
Okay. Now I'm crazy.
You're the idiot here. Don't blame me. All right, this person, not me, not my writing. Whoa, juicy. This one is juicy, guys. This person claims that they got very high while at work and continued to do the job quietly while they were very high.
I didn't know Cody was in the box of shame.
I don't think that would be shame for Cody. That's just a typical day. That's why that guy's got grit.
Yeah, that's why he got Employee of the Month, because he's high at work every day.
Al, is this your writing? It's not me. I've been drunk here, but usually that's
I'm
on
sure
air.
I've been drunk and high at work, but I didn't put that in there.
Who got too high at work? And then
If our bosses are listening, please turn the dial.
Whoa, Vanessa,
this was you? When were you so high?
Why are you doing this weird voice all morning?
It's me now. My heart's racing.
Is it currently?
What if I get in trouble?
Both employees of the month?
That's true. It happened a long time ago when I worked for Channel Q.
What happened?
If my boss is listening, please do not listen. I promise you this was a mistake.
What did you do?
Okay, so we had a guest host, and this guest host was just eating mints, like candy, and they were edibles, but like she was eating them like every 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, it must like not do anything. So I was like, oh, can I have one? I just like wanted one because if she was eating them like candy, I just felt like if I had one, I was going to be like very calm. Because if you know me, you know I get anxious sometimes. Anyway, so I took one and my goodness. I had to run the board, by the way. It hit me like a brick. Like I could not work. I was like, oh no, like I can't. Like the talk break seemed long. Everything felt like it was terrible.
Wait,
and
how high were you, Vanessa?
Very. Like I was get high.
Yeah, I'm starting to get concerned now. This is the second between the Let's Get High and some of the other things you've said. I feel like you're developing.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
And do you know now the strength of what you took?
I have no idea.
Whoa.
No clue.
And how high were you? And how long were you high here at work?
I feel like the whole time I was at work. I don't know. So, because I was so high, I hope oh my gosh. I hope no one's listening that I know. Because I was so high, I like, in my group chat, I asked my other coworkers to come and help me. I'm like, guys, I need you. I'm so high, I cannot run this floor. I need you to come save me. Ginger doesn't actually used to work with me, so he came and this other girl, Amy, and they ran the board, and then our boss comes in and he's like, why is everyone here? And I'm just sitting in the corner in the couch, like, very quiet.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, Klein and Allie, but isn't this a federal offense? Isn't that an SEC violation?
Running the board while intoxicated
is worse than drink and driving.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
I think that is a federal offense.
Well,
That's
you did
crazy,
say
Vanessa.
yes to weed.
Guys, I already told my story. You're shaming me?
No, I'm not.
And,
it's in the box.
I'm so sorry that happened. I didn't mean that to happen.
It's in the box of shame. So if it's in the box of shame, it's something that you want to go ahead and cleanse. You've been holding this in. I had no idea. I've known you for a while. I didn't know you got really. You get high at work all the time.
I don't. You know what? I love cocaine.
Oh my God, it's gotten worse. It's the gateway drug.
It was just like a one-time thing that just. She was just eating mints like candy, and I was like, I would like one.
Right.
You're gonna get a fine now.
Yeah, because I don't know if she's going to get a fine after the fact. As long as it happened more than 5 years ago.
I actually do get in trouble?
When did it happen?
More than 5 years ago, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
It happened 5 years. It was when I was at Channel Q afternoon show. That was a long time ago.
That was 4 years.
No, that was like 2018.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I think you're wrong about that.
No way.
When did Channel Q start? Whenever it started.
Hey, Vanessa, so just to clear up, what you'd like to cleanse yourself of now is you got very high at work.
This is the employee of the month right now.
This is our current employee of the month, and you continue to sit around, and you didn't.
No, I called for a reinforcement.
Right, but you didn't go home. You didn't go to the.
I couldn't.
Right. Okay.
626 said Vanessa said it hit her like a brick of cocaine.
Right.
Oh God.
That's right. It's good. She's good at expressions.
What happens when Vanessa has been single for so long that she just becomes a drug addict?
This happened so long ago. I don't have an issue.
Well, Vanessa, but there, obviously you understand why we're all a little concerned because you didn't even tell this stuff. None of us even knew about this.
Yeah, it happened a long time ago. Not at KROQ.
Well, does it make you feel better to share it?
No, I actually feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. Like the FCC is gonna be like, what?
The FCC?
And then I'm gonna get fired. So I get fired.
But why do you think that you're going to get in trouble? Because
I think this is something that you're not allowed to do.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not.
Again, I didn't mean to.
Especially because this company, they always say, like, even though we operate in California, like, our headquarters are in Philadelphia, and weed is still federally illegal.
All right, if I get fired.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Or is that it?
That's it. I don't feel good.
You're done incriminating yourself on the radio?
All right.
I feel bad.
Okay. Vanessa, I'm going to let you say the final words. Omar will say them for you, but what are your final words right now?
I don't know.
No, Omar's going to.
I took a bet.
No, shut up.
Omar's going to say them for you. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Let's get high.
Okay. All right. She's still got the problem. She's still hooked.
Gay. Oh, my God. That's another violation.
Okay.
You hear that, FCC?
That's what she said over there a lot.
Problematic woman.
All right, got to take a break. We're back in a second.
We got to take a break because Vanessa needs a hit.
Man.
She's starting to get the shakes.
Yeah. Oh, look at her.
No.
She's back there. She's killing what she believes are butterflies.
She's got the Jimmy leg.
There are no butterflies in that room. She's just running around chasing stuff. Johnny, hold her down so we can give her some morphine or something. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in a second. Robot's turn to roast the celebrities we lost. And then your Disneyland tickets coming up later this hour on KROQ.
Need a visual? Klein Alley Show is now streaming on YouTube. Watch the dumpster fire live each and every morning on KROQ's YouTube page. Viewer discretion advised.
And a lot of people have reached out and said they have gone through it for various reasons. It's not fun.
We got the moves. Super Bowl. Nobody wins.
That is very true. It was my very own Super Bowl.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
I'm not going to go into too much except to say that I figured out multiple ways to embarrass myself throughout the process. And
you ready for this? Super Bowl 45.
Thank you.
It's all pay dirt.
Yeah. That's right. It was all pay dirt yesterday. For those of you that don't know what goes on, if you ever do an endoscopy or colonoscopy, whatever, they force you to not eat, and not only not eat, but you have to basically clean out your entire system, which means you have to drink 64 gallons of some sort of a fluid that will pretty much...
That's 64 gallons. That's so many.
Maybe not gallons. 64...
Ounces?
No, it feels like more than that. It was a lot. Jake, you know, you're an expert. You've done 40 of these
yours
things.
felt lower than what I had to do.
Whatever I had to do.
I have to give you the max.
It was a 20-day supply that you had to drink.
It feels like a lot because it tastes like crap.
Yeah, you have to drink a 20-day supply, a 20-day supply of like a laxative, and you have to drink it all within 2 hours. So they basically want you to flush out your system.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full flush, and then you lose complete control of your body. You're at a point now where they even say in the notes, don't leave. Make sure you are within 1 foot of a toilet at all times, because your body, you cannot trust your body anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Your body will explode. And you go through that whole process. Yesterday, as you know, I came in here anyway. Bad idea. Sat here during the show. You guys brought food after food after food, rubbed it in my face. I was starving.
Great day.
Yeah, one of the best days ever.
Not for me, it wasn't a great day. And then this guy is like...
Hey, guys. You guys are a bunch of little punk bitches for what you did to Klein today. Klein's the only reason why you guys are on the effing radio. And you guys do him dirty like that, you guys got some serious karma coming your way.
This guy said it.
He would do worse to us if we were in that situation.
We're doing what he would have wanted.
I was so proud. When that plate of bacon came in the studio, I was so angry and also so proud at the same time. Because I said, that's beautiful what they're doing. They're torturing me. But then when the tacos came and then the pizza came and then the other stuff started showing up, then I started getting really mad.
The pizza is when you turned.
Of all of the stuff, and everyone will argue, the prepping for it is the worst part because, understandably, it's a terrible feeling your body goes through. But I was so hungry that all I wanted to do was get over to the place, have it over with, so I could just start filling my face. And in fact, I took a piece of that pizza from this room, wrapped it in foil, and I brought it in my pocket into the surgery center. I showed up with pizza in my pocket,
it's like
ready
your
to go.
comfort item?
It was my comfort item. And then they made me take everything out and get undressed. And I was like, what could I do with this?
Pizza.
And the people all looked at me and they go, did you bring a wrapped slice of pizza for yourself? I go, I did. And they go, oh, you can't be eating that for at least 24 hours after this.
24 hours?
They said,
Come on.
They said maybe 48. They said
maybe 48. F you.
They said greasy and spicy will absolutely destroy you if you try to go to that afterwards.
Newsflash, I'm already destroyed.
Yeah, do it.
So I was like, you're saying I can't even eat this pizza? That was just like the one thing that was getting me through. And they're like, you cannot.
They're like, give it to me.
They confiscated my pizza.
And then they ate it in front of you?
Yeah, they ate it. I smelled it. I smelled them eating it up. So I get there. I'm supposed to be there at 10:30, and they're supposed to basically put me under at 11:30 sharp, and then out by noon. That was the plan. I'm sitting there. I'm naked in this, literally I got to put on one of those stupid gowns and sit around naked. They say undress till you're, all the way just to your socks.
I know, you sent me a thirst trap.
That was not supposed to go to you. It was supposed to go to my
Klein
wife.
sent me a thirst trap picture of it.
It was not.
You got to post it. Post it.
No, he unsent it.
Luckily,
he unsent it right when I saw it. I was like, and then he said, sorry, that was
yeah. So anyway, I'm laying on this gurney, and I'm in a stupid, one of those gowns that doesn't buckle in the back, and I've got just socks on, and I'm sitting there, and then 1 hour becomes 2 hours, and I'm so hungry that
it sucks to just sit there and be hungry.
And then I hear all of the nurses having a conversation about what they're going to have for lunch because it's getting close to now lunchtime. And I go, hold on, are they not going to get me in before they take a break for lunch? Because as you know, no one takes lunch more seriously than the medical profession. They shut down for sometimes 2 hours. You call any doctor's office, like, we're closed every weekday from noon until 2 for lunch.
Oh, and it's like 12 on the dot.
Oh, yeah, they don't play around with that
No, they
number.
do not.
So I'm going, man, it's getting pretty close now. I'm already at 11. I was supposed to be in this thing already. And I thought to myself, let me be the last one in before lunch, so they'll do me real quick because they want to. I know how we are before we're about to eat. Let's just get it done with and move on.
Yeah, but do you really want the person to be rushing it? Because
yes, I did. I didn't care if
really?
they did it. I just wanted to be done with it. So then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I hear them all having a conversation. They start arguing about what. Hey, what do you feel like today? You guys want to do Chinese? Oh, let's do subs. Oh, there's a new sandwich. And I'm going. Do they not understand? I'm sitting here ravenous. My insides are eating themselves. And then they come in, they go, all right, you're up next. I go, great, I'm ready to go. They go, but we are going to take our lunch break first. And I go, you got to be kidding me. So I go, what's that going to be? They're like, well, it's about an hour, give or take.
Give or take.
So now I'm sitting there going, all right, enjoy your lunch while I sit
Wait, what
here.
do they expect you to do for an hour?
Just sit in the stupid bed with my ass hanging out of that.
Damn,
that
dude.
Dude, can't they just move their lunch like a half an hour?
They don't move lunches.
Weren't you the last guy, too?
I was the last guy before lunch, I assume, but then I got pushed to the first guy after lunch, I guess. And then I start thinking to myself, well, maybe it's for the better, because then maybe once they're all... Guy will have nice greasy fingers. It'll be easier for him to get in.
Pizza hands up there.
Yeah, they got a slice. Now they all got a slice of pizza to share. One of my pizzas. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. And now at this point, I am hooked up to an IV already, and they've all gone to lunch. I'm sitting there by myself, and I start getting that feeling in my stomach again, like I gotta go because
oh no,
now they've pumped a bunch of fluids into me,
and it's all going through your butt.
Yeah, it's going through. So I go. I don't even know how to detach myself from this IV.
Did they give you a bedpan?
They didn't give me a bedpan, but they did put one of those. It's the most embarrassing thing, like a doggy training pad on my bed.
You're a good boy.
Oh yeah, because you might leak your butt.
Right. So I'm sitting on top of I'm sitting on top of a pad that you would use to train a puppy, which is like in the history of my life, and I get it for medical reasons. It's one of the more humiliating moments.
They do that a lot when you're pregnant too.
So I think to myself, I can't unhook from this IV and walk over to that bathroom. I'm looking at it. Do I just
aim?
Do I just go on this doggy pad?
Well, you can take the IV out.
I didn't know how to do that, and I was afraid I was going to rip it out of my arm. I didn't know. They didn't tell me how to do that.
Isn't the little bag on one of those rolly things?
Yeah, and then you're rolling with your little butt hanging out?
No, it was not on a rolly thing. So I just decided I'll just try to go on this pad. I assume that's why it's here.
Oh, man. Dude.
So you just sat there in your own crap?
Oh,
I would have screamed, like, bloody murder first. Like, I need to go.
So I went on the pad, and then they came back from lunch. And
you did? And they were horrified?
And I said, I
went boo-boos.
I need a new pad.
Belly rubs.
And they said, oh, that wasn't there for that. I go, it wasn't? They're like, well, it's just there as, as like a fail-safe. Like, not a first option.
Thank God.
And I was like, well, I guess I didn't know how to...
I went through all the options.
I didn't know how to take off this IV. And then the woman said to me, oh, the IV's not connected to anything yet.
What?
You could have
yeah, because they probably just put it in there
they put it
for
in
when they put the safe.
Right, but there was a long cord dangling. I assumed it was hooked up to something else because they were giving me fluids earlier, but I guess
yeah, but sometimes like a little half cord.
It was in my hand, too, which was weird, the IV thing. They put it in the top of my hand.
Yeah.
So then I go, oh, well, now I feel like a real
So you're just a guy who just...
For no reason. She's like, we never would have left you here hooked to this thing with no one around. And I'm like, I didn't know.
They did leave you.
Yeah, but not hooked up to the thing.
Yeah, but they should have told you something hey, don't go on this pad, go over here.
Don't
give you some instructions.
So I got up and I cleaned myself. I was a real mess. And then and then they wheel me into the thing, and the guy, they give me the propofol. And I don't know a lot about Michael Jackson, but he was into the good stuff because that propofol, man,
that stuff really hits.
That stuff hits good, and they tell you. And the anesthesiologist is always a weird fella, but he's like, I'm going to give you some stuff. You're going to have the best nap of your life. And then you're going to wake up and you'll forget any of this ever happened. And I'm like, one follow-up question.
Yeah.
And then I'm out. And then it's like you time travel. And
it is like time traveling. And then you wake up and it's like everyone's like, hi, welcome back. And you're like, what the F?
Yeah. And everyone says the same dumb thing. Like, are we done yet? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's all done. Everything's cool. I'm like, really? How was
Sore throat, sore butt?
You crapped yourself again.
I said
Clean yourself up.
I said to the guy, did I do anything embarrassing? And he goes, ha, ha, ha. Anyway, I'll see you in 10 days for the results.
What?
He didn't want to tell me. So in 10 days, I'll figure out, if I'm dying or not. But at least for now, I got to make a real ass of myself. And then
the ass man.
And then I said, I'm so hungry. Can I eat? Because I thought at the very least they're going to give me some food. And the guy's like, here's a list of things you shouldn't eat today. It was all of my favorite foods. Like literally.
Shouldn't is different than couldn't.
It was great. Thank you, Jake. Shouldn't is different than couldn't. But it was like, do not eat greasy food, cheesy food. It was all. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. It's been a very emotional week. A lot of big losses. And, we heal through comedy. I think that everyone says tragedy plus time equals comedy. And I don't think it's been enough time since we lost the likes of an Ozzy Osbourne or a Hulk Hogan or a Malcolm Jamal Warner to make it funny. But that does not stop AI. And this is the return of the Robo Roast, where actual robots that do not have human decency have no problem roasting some of those that we lost this week. And it wasn't just people. We lost E! News, and we lost some other things as well. So We'll see how truly insensitive this is, but know that it is done, I believe, at least indirectly with love, as we pay respects to some of the amazing people and things that we lost this week.
Yeah, and roasts are an opportunity to kind of go places that people wouldn't normally go with some of the jokes, and I wonder if robots are going to take it as far as humans normally would in this situation.
So the robots know exactly what happened this week, what transpired, and we welcome you to a very, very, I guess, sad, but potentially also funny Robo Roast. And without any further ado, here's your first roaster, an AI robot.
Our beloved Theo Huxtable died this week at only 54 years old. My bad, said the Grim Reaper. I was aiming for Cosby.
Not bad.
That's where we're starting. It's the Robo Roast series here on KROQ as we pay respects to everyone we lost this week.
Malcolm Warner passed away after being pulled unconscious from the water in Costa Rica, to which Cosby said, unconscious? It wasn't me.
That's funny. I can see that's a buzzword for Cosby. Yes.
Right.
Robots are slang right now in KROQ.
After Malcolm's passing, Cosby said, I loved everything about him, except for the fact that he wasn't an underage girl.
Oh, my God.
He went on to say he supported me through it all. Even when I pitched the idea for my kids' show remake, Girls Drink the Darndest Things. Hulk Hogan, the human manifestation of Florida, died this week. In honor of his passing, all white trash mustaches should be worn at half-mast.
That's pretty good.
Hulk Hogan has died at the age of 71. In lieu of flowers, donations can be sent to the urinal of any gas station in Central Florida.
Urinal? Oh, fancy. That's a fancy British way of saying urinal.
Yeah.
Ozzy held on as long as he could, but in the end, he just wasn't strong enough to survive another Kelly Osbourne haircut.
Oh, she did change her hair a lot.
It still does.
We've moved on to paying respects to Ozzy Osbourne. It's the Robo Roast, actual roast from actual robots here on KROQ.
Black Sabbath frontman Ozzy Osbourne passed away this week at the age of 76. Sure, we're all sad because we loved him, but for bats, this is like Hitler dying.
That's true. For bats, they finally got the win.
I know, they're like, thank God he's dead.
Ozzy Osbourne is now in a better place, which for the Prince of Darkness means he's rotting away in the dirt, just like he would have wanted. Yeah. Hail Satan.
That's right. Hail Satan. Well said. Well said. That's a very funny joke, yes.
Chuck Mangione died yesterday.
Oh, now we're on Chuck. They even did Chuck Mangione.
The trombonist.
Chuck Mangione died yesterday. Americans everywhere stopped tweeting about Ozzy and Hulk Hogan long enough to Google, who is Chuck Mangione?
There he goes. It's back. The robot's back. It's back.
And I think we have one final one for E-News.
After more than 30 years on the air, E-News has been cancelled. It's a devastating loss for doctors' offices, rest homes, and Jiffy Lube waiting rooms everywhere.
That's true. That was their number one show of choice was E-News. The Robot Roast, we have another robot who's stepping up to the dais right now that's got things to say about all of the amazing people we lost. And yes, we are doing this to tributize just how wonderful and amazing these people were. A tough week for Gen X, as we pointed out, losing icons of the sport, icons of the music scene, and icons of shows we grew up watching as kids. And so we move on to your next roaster. Welcome to Robo Roast.
Hulk Hogan used so much oil in the ring. He was the live at Diddy's parties.
Oh, he was the life of
The robots don't do a great job of necessarily enunciating their jokes, but still, I appreciate it.
The delivery needs work sometimes, but the nuts and bolts are there.
Hulk Hogan's skin was so leathery, he's not getting cremated. He's being repurposed as a couch.
Vanessa's laughing a lot, but she could just be very high.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's actually laughing.
I think she's still looking at that butterfly.
Okay, that's just chasing it. You'll get it eventually, Vanessa. Just keep on chasing it.
Hogan ripped more shirts than Trump did on Estien's Island.
Oh, damn.
That's actually great. Terribly delivered, but robots have a hard time with delivery.
Yeah, but it's okay. You can look past it weirdly.
It's a funny joke, though. I like that nonetheless.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was a big Trump supporter, but only because they both have the skin tone of rust.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Hogan finally lost his decades-long battle with Hulkamentia.
Hulkamentia?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Hogan was only a Republican, so people wouldn't think he was gay for wearing those feather boas.
It's a strong roast joke.
Hogan looked like he was dressed by a Ronald McDonald biker gang. Hogan was so tan, he doesn't need to be embalmed. I would roast Hulk Hogan some more, but he looks like he's been on a slow broil for 40 years.
The beautiful jokes, roasting the wonderful people we lost this week.
That's good.
All right, our next robot is going to make it to the dais now. This is our final performer of the night. One final performance to celebrate the life and the legacy of all of the amazing icons we lost this week as being roasted by AI robots. And whenever you're ready, please step up to the dais, and the microphone is all yours. Go ahead.
Hulk Hogan died only 3 days after the actor who played Theo Huxtable. 3 days! That's the closest Hulk ever got to a black man.
All right. I don't like that delivery, and I don't like that robot.
Is she just, is that the
I
her
think,
only joke?
she only had one
She's
joke.
done, okay.
Yeah, move on that robot.
Hulk Hogan will be cremated, which for him is just 3 more minutes of tanning than normal. Hulk Hogan died just 1 day after the lead singer of Black Sabbath. 1 day. That's the closest Hulk ever got to anything black.
Okay.
Oh my God. Same thing.
Same joke.
You know what? It's funny.
Ozzy was known as the Prince of Darkness and once bit the head off a bat. His last words were either, "I love you," or "There's a possum in my shoes."
Okay. All right. Bit of a stretch.
Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne is in heaven now. The only person less understandable in the afterlife is the ghost of a stroke victim.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. This is really taking a turn.
We're supposed to be celebrating these people because they all meant something to us when they were alive, and they will continue to mean something to us. And I don't know if this Robo-Roast is doing them justice.
When Hulk arrived at the pearly gates of heaven, he saw Malcolm Jamal Warren and said, "Hey, brother."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This and other incidents caused God to add 40 new staff members to his HR department, most of which were hired after Hulk body slammed Jesus and called him a libtard pussy boy.
Okay, all right. I think we've had enough. That has been the first and last ever Robo-Roast.
I think that robot got canceled already, but is also probably selling out venues. Wouldn't you agree? Shane Gillis loved this bit.
Yeah, this was actually, we should just, all of these voices were Shane Gillis. I'll point that out. Let's give you this, and then we got some Disneyland tickets. We'll change things drastically next. Klein Alley Show. If you'd like to go to Disneyland, now would be a great time for you to call us if you are a representative of a generation and you would want to win bragging rights for your generation. But that's the beautiful thing about Disneyland is that it's got something for all generations there. There's the boomers that are like, I remember when they built this place. And then there's the young Gen Alpha that have an amazing time when they go. There's certain rides that speak to you. I remember when I went on It's a Small World for the first time, and then they go, It's a Small World. I'm talking about the Star Wars, whatever it is. You've got something at Disneyland, and we are looking to get into a generation wars. Proof for you to get bragging rights for your generation. Gen X had a rough week, so let's give them something to get excited about. If you represent or identify as Gen X or Gen Z or Millennial or Boomer, we'd love to hear from you now at 800-520-1067. And I don't know why the robot is still on the dais. The roast is over, robot.
The only thing more lifeless than these celebrities is this stupid robo-roast bit.
That's true, yes. We would agree that is true.
You're only supposed to roast dead people,
but
robot.
we're done with the bit now, so thank you.
How is it that God took icons like Ozzy and Hulk, but left talentless losers like Klein and Alley?
Okay, thank you. Great.
That joke bombed.
That was not a great joke, but it is true. He makes a good point.
Yeah.
So it's time now for us to prove to the world which actual generation is the best. And Allie has to remind us, because I always forget, if you are trying to figure out which generation am I feel like I was born as a millennial, but I identify with Gen Xers. There is actual, real proof that says what you are based on when you were born.
Yeah, boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. They were the result of, I think, the Depression when everyone decided to have sex or something like that. Not really sure. Gen X is born between 1965 and 1980. They're the ones that are really going through it right now with the loss of Ozzy and the Hulk and whatnot. Then you have millennials that were born between 1981 and 1996. And then Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. The newest generation is from 2013 onwards, and that is Generation Alpha.
I will ask questions spanning all generations. If you know the answer, just yell out your generation as loudly as possible. Wait to be called on, and then you have a chance to answer the question. Whoever does the best when we get to the end of these 10 questions will get themselves 4 Disneyland tickets. Representing millennials, born in 1992, the current age of 33 years old. This is Rebecca, a big fan of all boy bands. How many boy band posters did you have on your room at one point, Rebecca?
Oh, my gosh. Everything was filled.
Every
Top to
square
bottom.
inch was filled.
Yes, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears.
Of all
everybody.
of the boy banders, who was the one person that you had the biggest crush on?
Nick Carter.
All right, Nick Carter.
Yeah. I was so in love with Jonathan Taylor Thomas that I had his posters in age order, so it went from young to oldest. You have to organize them properly sometimes.
So if you know the answer to these, if you know the answer to these questions, you must yell out millennial for a chance to answer. We're going to go ahead and meet our Gen Xer. Ooh, that's not our Gen Xer right there. Excuse me. This is our Gen Xer.
That was so boomer of you.
That was so boomer of me, just to hit the wrong button on the phone. Hey, this is Izzy representing Gen X. Good morning, Izzy.
Hi, good morning.
And what is the most Gen X thing about you?
I like to play video games.
Oh.
Play what now?
Play video games.
Oh, so it's to play video. Are you sure you're not boomer?
No, it's Game Boy. Like it's more Nintendo. The youngest is black and white.
Oh, black and white Nintendo? Damn.
All
You
right.
played like the first video game.
I don't think that was Nintendo. Nintendo had color from the very beginning. She's talking about like Pong or something.
Whoa.
She's talking black and
It's
white.
a Pong one. It's a Pong one.
Pong, yeah.
We say hi to our representative of Gen Z right now, born in 1998. She is in her 20s. And what show is currently what you believe to be the greatest show on TV, Alex?
It's got to be SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Everyone would say that it is SpongeBob, including Johnny.
Everyone would say that.
Pumping his fists up in the sky. All right, let's get to the game now, guys. If you know the answer, all you got to do is yell out loud. Oh, I should get the boomer on. Hold on, I have a boomer. Her name is Ruby, and she came here on the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria. I'm not sure which way is her mode of transportation. Hey, Ruby?
Yeah.
From the 818, you're representing boomers, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right, wonderful. Here we go. I'll speak loudly so you can hear. I got the questions. If you have the answers, yell out your generation. Wait for Allie to call on you, and then you have a chance to answer. Here we go. Question number 1. What did you buy from Columbia House for a penny?
Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. Ruby, go ahead.
Coffee.
Coffee?
That is incorrect. Anyone else want to take a shot at this one? This is a real Gen. This is a real Gen X question.
Yeah, dude.
This couldn't be more Gen X.
Millennial.
Okay,
Millennial,
Rebecca.
go ahead.
Cocaine.
Cocaine is a great guess, but that is not right. Columbia House. Smart.
Columbia with a U, guys, not with a no.
Okay,
with
relax,
a U.
Vanessa. Don't get all Columbia defensive now. All right, moving on. The correct answer is a CD, guys. CDs.
Yeah.
It was part of the Columbia House CD Club. That was a throwback and a very answerable question for Gen X. We move on to question number 2. Generation Wars. GRWM is an acronym for which genre of YouTube videos? GRWM.
Millennial.
Yes, millennial.
Get ready with me.
That is correct.
Wow, good job.
Everyone likes to watch people get dressed now. It's not enough to just have an outfit. You got to see how they put it together. Millennial goes up 1 point early, up for grabs, Disneyland tickets. Here we go.
Look at that.
Next question. What was the first name of the camel that represented Camel cigarettes?
Gen Z.
Gen Z,
Go
go
ahead, Alex.
His name was Joe.
Joe was
Camel.
his name. Joe Camel.
Joe Camel.
Guy's been dodging cancer for many, 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 many decades.
He has that hump.
He's got that hump. Just get that looked at. Good point, Jake. Let's get that looked at.
I think that if all you have is a hump, you're winning.
Yeah. Well, if you're a camel, I think they just assume it's malignant or whatever, right? We go to question number 4 now. It's Gen Wars. This phrase was the signature sound on AOL.
Oh my God. Boomer.
Boomer, yes?
Would it be, you got mail?
With not a lot of confidence, but yes, you got mail. That is correct.
How did I not know that?
So who just got? Boomer just got that. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
crazy.
surprised millennials didn't get that.
Three-way tie now in this Generation Wars. If you're just joining us on KROQ.
Yep. Millennials, Gen Z, and Boomers are all tied with one question correct.
We go to this next question. Name 2 actors from the current cast of the show Euphoria.
Okay.
Gen Z.
Gen Z, go ahead.
Okay.
Zendaya and Hunter Schafer.
Those are both
Nice
correct
job.
answers. Can't believe you didn't go with Sydney Sweeney. Would have accepted her as both actors, by the way. We move on, but that's okay. We go to the next question. Allie, who is in the lead right now?
That would be Alex, Gen Z. He's got
All
2
right.
points.
What was the name of My Buddy's sister? There was a My Buddy doll, and then My Buddy had a sister. What was the name of the sister doll you could buy? This is another softball for Gen X, but also I think something that a millennial could probably grab, to be honest.
I don't know this.
Anyone know? Kid Sister was the name of My Buddy's sister, the doll. Remember My Buddy,
My
Kid
buddy
Sister?
and me.
That's right. Jake said that a lot. That was his only friend. Moving on. Here
Still
we go.
is.
Is it Kid Sister?
Yes, but yes. Yes, it is. But I already said that. So we move on now.
Okay.
Remember, you must yell out your generation
so
to have
boomer
a
of
shot.
you.
There's only a few questions left, and here we go. What could you use to fix a tangled cassette?
Gen Z.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tape.
A pencil.
A pencil is
Nice.
correct. Would have also accepted a small pinky finger, both used to try to fix a cassette. Pencil was the instrument of choice. Gen Z has now gone up by, I believe, a few.
And Gen Z really knowing some of the questions that are outside of his generation,
Well, this
technically.
is why, because Johnny, I'm telling you, he says all the stuff that was Gen X is now kind of becoming back in a big way. Those guys are, I think, the biggest purchasers of cassettes right now, believe it or not, are Gen Z. We go to next question.
Now it's Gen Z. Alex is up 3-1.
Oh, no.
What piece of technology was originally only used by doctors or drug dealers?
Millennial.
Millennial in by a hair.
A scale.
Scale.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great answer.
That's a great answer, but I don't think we consider the scale a piece of technology. I didn't want to steal that one.
Gen Z.
Yes, Gen Z.
Was it a pager?
Pager
Wow.
or beeper, both acceptable answers. And I don't think there's going to be a comeback, Allie. I think Gen Z is going to run away with this, but I will give the final 2 questions. MTV had a show that was all created through claymation involving celebrities fighting each other. What was the show called?
Rebecca, come on, man.
Wait.
Say it again.
Celebrity.
Dang.
Death.
Celebrity wrestling.
Match.
Celebrity wrestling.
And that, you know what, Allie? Doesn't matter anymore. It's all she wrote.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Okay?
Celebrity Deathmatch was the best.
Everyone put in, well, I wouldn't say everyone put in a decent effort, but I will say this much. Representing Gen Z.
You're going to Disneyland.
You are going to Disneyland.
Hell yeah.
Alex, you got bragging rights for your entire generation. This man was born in 1998. He is a Gen Zer through and through, and you will be enjoying some Disneyland. So hang tight for your tickets. Thank you for participating in a Gen Wars. People are furious on the text line right now.
Man.
Furious. But you know what? You got to call and play next time. Be right back. Get you on the standby boarding list for Lumineers next.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Can you believe it? June's almost over. Pride Month goes away forever, and then Allie can go back to dating guys. Oh, isn't that a great thing?
It was all a phase.
Lesbianist time. It's our final round of Lesbianist, the month of Pride, which means any questions you have for Allie, a real, living, breathing lesbian. We get questions from straight men. A lot of straight men have questions for lesbians. We've studied you our entire lives. You've been in our browsing history since the creation of the internet.
You mean like _1 dope Mexican on Instagram who asked me, do you ever crave the D?
Great question. I wonder that all the time. I think maybe once in a while, it's like I've got certain types of food I like, and every once in a while I'm like, I have a weird craving for Indian food. No, I don't say that.
Every once in a while.
It's time for Lesbianist. Hit it.
Let's be honest. Let's put our lesbian to the test. She's the very best. Ooh, ooh. Let's be honest. You got a question she'll address. Come on, shake your breasts. Lesbians.
All right, 800-520-1067. You call, you text, and you can be a part of Lesbianist for the last time. If you don't get your questions answered today, you may have to hold on to those questions for an entire another year. Let's say hi to Uriel.
Hey, sorry guys, I had you on speaker. Good morning, Sweet
That's
Dibs.
all right. Good morning, Sweet Dibs. Question for a real-life lesbian. Go ahead.
Yeah, for another question.
Oh, my God.
Got your question.
This is the best.
Well, it confirms that I will never go back.
Allie, this is why she's into women. Guys like you.
I forgot.
Uriel, it's your big moment to shine now. Let's go.
Yeah, do lesbians celebrate Father's Day?
Oh,
Great question.
Lesbians celebrate Father's Day.
It is something that we've talked about because Mother's Day is a double whammy for both of us, and I wish that both of us could just sit back and have breakfast made for us, but then no one would make breakfast.
Or clean it up.
Or clean it up, exactly.
Right.
So I pitched to Katie, why don't one of us celebrate Mother's Day and the other person celebrate Father's Day? And she said that I would be the one to celebrate Father's Day, which I agree, I would play that role. But the problem is that everybody else around us will still send me Mother's Day cards. I would have to make some kind of a statement to our family going, hey everybody.
Include her.
Include me in Father's Day. Do not send me a Mother's Day card. And I think even just the greeting cards alone, I would love to make the switch because the Mother's Day cards are so annoying and so like, you deserve to relax with a nice glass of wine. If you age, I wish that I had stupid fishing puns and stuff. I wish I had that goldfish in the hammock as a card for me because I think the Father's Day cards are at least a little more entertaining.
George, you're on with Allie. She's a lesbian, and she's answering questions. Honestly, this is Lesbianist. What's up?
Allie, boobs or butt?
Another great question.
Boobs or butt?
I think a lot of people would assume that because I'm a lesbian, I would choose the boobs. But
I've looked at you. I've watched you check out women, and you look at the butt. You're a butt girl.
I am a 100% a butt girl.
Yeah.
I will look at a butt. I will look at a good butt regardless, but I think that women's butts are some of the most beautiful things that God ever created.
They are.
And I think that, their boobs are great. There's a lot of functions and stuff like that. I'm not really big on my boobs.
No, none of us are.
Yeah, so it's just not really that much of a point of interest. It's not like a make or break for me in terms of body. If I'm this person has great boobs. Sydney Sweeney, she's got great boobs. I get it, but it wouldn't be a deciding factor for me.
That's
if
right,
she
she
had
does.
tiny boobs or weird lopsided boobs or
Right.
giant areolas, but
Right.
still a great butt, just as good to me.
I noticed you didn't say mind in any of this. You could have answered that a lot
That
of different
wasn't the
ways.
question.
Well, you could have.
It wasn't boobs or mind.
No, obviously, but you could have taken a nice moment there to let everyone know that what really counts is the boobs.
But that wouldn't be lesbian and honest.
Omar, what say you? I know you're not a lesbian, but you would obviously weigh in on this as well. Boobs, butt. Which one to you is more significant?
Oh, let's see. For me, boobs all the way. Yeah, I love them.
Sweet knockers.
Hell yeah.
Of course. That's why he
All
likes
about
cooking
it.
with Claudia.
No one has said mind, by the way.
No one said, Omar could have said mind, bro. Let me see if Jake's going to throw mind in there. Jake, boobs or butt?
Okay.
Jake probably does say that. That's right.
That's why he's not getting laid.
Let's say hi to Sue on KROQ. It's Lesbianist time. Any question you have, Allie will answer them honestly, no matter how difficult the questions may be. And I don't know if we'll get to... Hey, Sue, hold on one second. I don't know if you saw this one on the text line, Allie, but someone did ask, 951, when scissoring, do you ever get that suction cup effect? Which I think is a valuable question.
You know, it's funny. I also got an Instagram message about scissoring saying if you guys are both freshly shaved, do you get razor burn?
Great. These are all good questions.
Which is true.
These
But
are
the
all-
suction cup effect I have never experienced.
Sue, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning, Sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
So what is your question for Allie?
Do you like Chapel Roan?
I love Chapel Roan. I actually just discovered her. It was like the weekend after Coachella and then I realized that she had played and that I didn't see her. I was so pissed. But she is amazing because she dresses like a drag queen, has this whole drag effect, super fun music. But then she's also queer and she writes songs about having sex with women, which is the best. I think the best of both worlds. But everybody who suggested her to me is straight.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're on KROQ. Let's be honest time. What do you got?
Sweet knockers, guys.
Sweet knockers.
How do you eat your bananas? You break it up?
I've seen Allie. This is a great question. And
You can tell between the guy-girl questions.
Yeah, they're very different.
Do you like this cool new artist versus how do you eat a banana?
Allie will throw the banana out and just lick the peel. I've watched her do this many times.
Actually, motorboat the peel.
Yeah, that's her way of eating the banana. Eddie wants to know: do you ever eat full banana or do you break it into pieces first?
You know how I eat a banana.
You slap it on your face? No. How do you eat a banana?
I slap it.
Is that a real question? How do you eat a banana?
No, I eat it, break it up into tiny little pieces.
Ivan on KROQ. Let's be honest. What's up?
So, do you find it offensive if somebody says, "Hey, what's up, bro?" or "Hey, what's up, man?" You know?
No, and weirdly, I like it. Johnny comes in every morning and says, "What's up, fellers?"
Yeah, Johnny does
And I'm
give
like,
us the
"What's
fellas.
up?" I don't know. I just want to be one of the boys.
We up, guys. He throws that in there a lot, and Allie's just like, all right, nice.
I've never been one of those people who's like, let's get rid of the term guys. You know, how everyone says guys to guys and girls or everybody, and I think it's great.
Andrew, final question we have time for in this edition of Let's Be Honest. Make it a good one.
As a straight male, my question is, who pays for dinner when you guys go out?
This is a great question. This is really the question. And El Cheapo, I don't know if Allie's going to answer this as a lesbian or as El Cheapo.
It's so tough. You know what you do when you can't decide?
Let's talk about like a first date.
Break
Forget
a glass and sprinkle it on top of your meal, and then no one has
pays.
to pay.
Right? There's shattered glass on the meal. That's an El Cheapo answer, though. But when you were first dating a woman, you were on a first date with a brand new woman. That must be a weird thing, right? The bill comes to the table. The both of you just look at it and go, what is this?
We just slide it back and forth over
Just
and
keep
over
sliding
again.
it?
Sliding it,
Until-
sliding it, sliding it, sliding
Until
it.
someone's wrist hurts?
I can't remember back then. I think I was so broke back then that I could never pay for anything. So if anyone was willing to pay, I would let them. But now, since I'm the man in the relationship, Klein, and there has to be roles.
Gotta be roles.
I'm actually the only person who remembers to bring payment. So
Smart.
I'm the one who pays.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. All right, let's go ahead and give away some tickets. Caller 20 right now, 800-520-1067. Although I just want to warn you, Omar ran some audio of Johnny behind the scenes trying to get to caller 20, and this was from yesterday during when he was filling in for Nicole Alvarez. And when we say caller 20, we are trying to get the 20th person tickets, but this is what happened yesterday.
Caller 1, caller 2, caller 3, caller 4, caller 5, caller 6, caller 7, caller 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whoa. 16, 17, 17, caller 17, caller 17, caller 17, caller 17. Caller 20, hello?
Oh my God, Johnny, what happened there?
That was so many 17s, and then we get right to 20.
Well, we learned yesterday after like 1.5 math questions, he just quit completely. So obviously numbers are not his forte. He was in remedial math for every grade, I believe. But to not be able to count to 20 is wow.
Well, that's why we did the math off yesterday. And in the back now, we've got Johnny and Vanessa trying together to work together to get to 20 so we can give you some tickets to see your Lumineers. And again, on the standby list, we'll give those away in a second. Allie, though, first, let's do the news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
I think he said 17 times.
He really did. He got tripped up there. I think he had to reset him.
Very tough. Okay, so there are babies, there are ugly babies, and now there are super babies. One of the hardest parts of pregnancy is wondering what the hell is in there. You don't know if it has all its arms, all of its brain cells. Not really sure. They can kind of give you more information now, but then it's like, far into the process. What if you could bypass all of that and make yourself a super baby?
Silicon Valley push to breed super babies. Orchid Health, which is a fertility startup that is the first to say it can sequence the entire genome of a would-be baby, all the DNA in a future person before it's even implanted. So it tests for 1,200 rare disorders, and it gives parents a polygenic risk score for issues like obesity, schizophrenia, dementia. What you get is, quote, a generation that gets to be genetically blessed and avoid disease.
This is the beginning of a lot of those sci-fi movies, man. This is how they made that Splice. Remember that baby Splice? Same thing, Allie.
Splice.
I'm telling you right now.
It was terrible.
Well, regardless, this is what it was. Oh, let's make a perfect little baby. Boom, you got Splice.
I know, but I mean, imagine if you can choose, now you can choose more things. You can choose gender sometimes, or sex, I should say. You can choose eye color and hair color sometimes. I mean, if they make the embryos ahead of time, they can do a whole genetic thing and be like, hey, here's what you got. And you can pick. So what are you going to pick? And what does it mean for everybody if they have the ability to choose, right? Or is everyone going to choose the same thing? And there's going to be a bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys walking around. Like, you don't know what's going to happen if everyone has
very Hitler of you, Allie.
No, I'm just
Hitler
saying,
wow, is that what you think it should be? A bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys?
That's not what I think it should be.
Oh, Allie Power.
Allie...
This kind of embryo screening is getting so good that in the future it will replace sex as the preferred method of making babies in the world.
That's what the CEO says.
Not good. I mean,
quote from the CEO: "Sex is for fun. Embryo screening is for babies."
Oh, man. What a great... Put that on a shirt. I thought we've had this system for years. The idea was you made it yourself, and then if you didn't like what it looked like, or it was, had the wrong hair color, you would just drop it off at the firehouse. That was always the original version of this.
Now it's like a Build-A-Bear.
Right. You just get to build the child. I like some of the uncertainty. I like the thing popping out and going,
that's life.
Right. I get it. Whatever. I'm not a fan.
But if you could, would you have a son?
Yeah, of course. Right now. You got someone?
You can have mine.
All right. Straight up trade. Let's go. Trades.
No, I'm not trading.
2 girls. 2 of them. I tried twice. Both times they gave me a girl.
You're so upset.
Goddamn.
What did you say when they said all we want is a healthy baby, and you were like, I'll take a sick boy?
Yes. They said the important thing is you have a healthy baby. I said, I'll take a sick boy. Is that a possibility? Well, the worst was when I texted my wife, today is the day we find out if we're having a boy or an abortion. And she wrote back to me, that's so mean. How could you say that we're going to have an adoption? And I said to her, oh, you didn't read my text right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't write adoption.
That's great.
But I got 2 girls and I love them.
Yeah. All right. A weird trend of cruise ship falls have been happening. Apparently, it's very hard to survive when you fall from a cruise ship because the rescue process can take a while, can take up to 20 or 30 minutes, and you have to tread water, figure it out. Sometimes people, if they're not a strong swimmer, it's easy to go down. And there have been a few things that have happened. Earlier this year, there was a woman who fell off a balcony of a cruise ship in the Bahamas. She, despite search efforts, they were not ever able to find her. And then there was this big father-daughter rescue thing on a Disney cruise where this 5-year-old girl fell from the deck. Father jumped in, kept her afloat for 20 minutes before the crew was able to rescue them both. And then yesterday, there was a crew member that fell off of a Royal Caribbean cruise line ship, and he fell overboard, and then the cruise ship turned back, deployed rescue boats, but unfortunately, because it took 30 minutes, they didn't survive. And I didn't realize it was so easy to fall off of a cruise ship. I thought it was pretty tough.
No, it's shockingly easy.
Like those railings,
railings.
they're really that low?
Yeah, they're pretty low. And I think a lot of times it's a great place to. I always am convinced there's always these stories. And there's one documentary on Netflix or Hulu about a guy, like specifically people would go on honeymoons and then one of them would disappear. And I think it's like it became like the place to make someone disappear.
Whoa. But I feel like it's so obvious when this happens.
It seems
like,
obvious.
Isn't it big news? I mean, obviously, if
Happens
somebody
a lot.
goes overboard, they are like, they have all those things that you're supposed to do when someone goes overboard, the flags you're supposed to wave and all that
But
crap.
if that boat is on and you fall near the boat, you're getting sucked right into those propellers.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean, those
good
things
luck.
are massive.
You're not
Massive.
fighting through that.
All right, and then finally, just wanted to quickly mention, I know we have weight loss drugs, but we also are testing out
Lasara.com.
That's right.
Thanks,
LASARA.com.
So scientists are testing out a first-of-its-kind drug that would slow or stop the aging process. So
Here we
not
go.
only are we figuring out how to lose weight with weight loss drugs, we're also figuring out how to live forever. And if successful, it could become the first ever approved pill to slow or stop the aging process. It's an anti-necrotic. I guess it means it helps your cells stop dying. That's what happens when you age
Vanessa's
and
the
die.
drug one on the show, so she's probably going to get into that real quick. But you're already hooked on that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, somebody on the text line is going to send us Narcan.
Oh, for Vanessa to make sure.
Guys, I thought it was the box of shame. We shamed once, and we are done with the topic. Or
I shouldn't even read this.
not
I
putting
should.
anything on the box of shame again.
I shouldn't even read this on the air, Vanessa. But we did receive a text from our boss. Hold on, Al.
Stop it! Did you?
Al, you got this too, right?
No. Yeah, I thought we were going to talk about
Good morning.
this
I
after.
just heard the bit with Vanessa, and I think we really need to address after the show. I'm obviously concerned and think we need to flag this issue. Please let us know here if there's any support or recommended treatment programs you would be interested in.
Obviously fake, because you know I don't have an issue.
But we can't let something like this occur in the workplace. Thanks. This is a text right here from our boss.
That's a during show text, which we.
I got a video for chasing a butterfly.
You did? Send that to the boss. All right, we got to get into a brand new hour of the
She's
show
just
right
upset
now. We're
she's coming
very,
down.
very late. Vanessa, why don't you go ahead and give yourself an upper so we can get through this next hour, okay? Come on, let's go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Let's immediately say good morning to you and say hello to caller 20, which puts us on Kevin in Walnut. Good morning, Kevin.
No way, that's awesome.
That is you, which means...
Walnut.
Where's Walnut?
Wait, Kevin, what did you say?
Hold on, where's Walnut?
East.
It's right by Diamond Bar.
That's what I thought, just making sure. We will give you tickets.
Vanessa's losing it.
She's losing it.
Walnut.
Vanessa, how high are you right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Zero. I'm zero high.
He's getting the munchies. He went walnut.
My option was Kevin from Walnut, Samantha from Pringles. I had Tom from
Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Everyone is from a different food right now on the phone right now. I don't know what's going on over there. Hey, congratulations, Kevin. You're going to go see Lumineers right here in Southern California and write your name on the standby list. Maybe we call you back Monday and give you the good news to pack your bags for Chicago, all right?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second. Thank you. All right, we're way late, but let's get into this hour officially right now. We got lots to get to, and we will tell you all about it. Little Johnny Doesn't Know could score you your MyChem tickets coming up, and much more after this new one from Sublime. It's called Ensenada, and it's on your KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Allie Johnson, and this is my Playboy Playmate amateur audition. I am 5'5", I'm 22, I'm a 32B in a good bra and a 32D in a drugstore bra. I know that there's another Allie Johnson who wants to be a Playboy Playmate, and I know that because when I search on the YouTube, she comes up before my name, which makes sense because she's really buoyant. I hate it when people say, Allie, you're really shallow, or Allie, your butt is too big for your species. This is my boyfriend, Devin. We met 3 weeks ago. He is a full-time ice cream operating engineer. He works full-time out of his own van, and he has just been such an entrepreneur, and he totally believes in me. I like bikini weightlifting. That's always fun, especially in the bedroom. I like just hanging with the boys, and I don't even ever mind that they make me stand outside with no bra on. I like filthy, dirty change on me because I think there's something a little too perfect about being clean. I'm really excited about possibly being a Playboy Playmate because I think it's really empowering for women to have their name associated with a month.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. About to make an international.
Bring me a hoe too, and your tickets are yours.
That's right.
It's that easy.
Bring me all the hoes. That's what they were singing in that song. But I don't know why we dumped out of the word whore in that song. I'm not sure
I think
why.
Miles said because he says it like 17 times or something.
How many whores are acceptable in one song before they start?
I think if he says too many, then it becomes a problem.
Well, how many is? That's the question. I'm serious. How many whores is too many? Just we have songs that say the word whore in it.
Klein would say none. None is too many.
There's no. You cannot have enough whores.
Well, that clip.
I just want to say thank you to our friends at Randy's Donuts. They sent over this giant box, maybe the heaviest box of donuts I've ever felt.
You should have seen Vanessa walking in with this. It was bigger than she was.
I was like, wow, she is high. She got a whole box of donuts.
It's heavy.
These are the strawberry Naked Gun themed donuts will be given out Sunday. You see what they look like on the YouTube right now. I recommend you check it out, KROQ's YouTube right now.
Those are massive.
Giving these away Sunday, plus tickets to the Naked Gun movie. It will be at Randy's from 10 until noon Sunday morning. And Allie, grab one of these just so you can get the solid.
I love smelling them. Actually,
a filled donut is like 10 times heavier than an. Feel that?
Oh my gosh!
It's
Wow,
got some girth to it, right?
And heft, yeah, it's heavy.
Check that out. We'll post those up as well in case you want to live. Oh, Allie's going for first bite right there. It's good. Let's wrap up the Chicken Charlie conversation of yesterday with donuts today.
That was good stuff.
Lasara.com.
LASARA.com.
Guys, we have
guys.
on the phone right now from the other side of the pond, attending one of the most highly anticipated concerts of our lifetime.
Is the one and only.
Nicole Alvarez is going to Oasis, and that show is beginning momentarily.
As we speak.
And she is over there, so we travel to another country, a land far, far away, and make an international call that this company has asked us not to do. But I think it's valuable that we bring you inside of an Oasis show tonight, even if you're not actually there like Nicole. Good morning, Nicole, or good evening, wherever you are.
Dude, I just told everybody that I needed to step away to be live on KROQ, and they started losing their minds, which means we are world famous.
Hey, look at that.
Wow, so people know us over there?
Huh?
People know us over there?
Apparently, or everybody's just drunk and happy, but I literally just walked into Wembley, and I was like, I have to call Klein and Allie immediately. But I just walked into Wembley. It's 5-something. Everybody's dressed in like Oasis stuff, and it's not cringy. The energy is, you guys, energy is electric. Electric. Like Wembley Stadium, Oasis, they go on in 2 hours.
Nicole,
we're going to see Richard Ashcroft now.
In a very serious question for someone who's been to over 5,000 shows in your lifetime, I would say probably more. Is this the one that you are the most excited about pre-show of anything else, just because of all the stuff leading up to it?
Yes. And also I think because of what's going on in the world, and it almost feels like this band is bringing people together. Like, I've seen grown men cry, and the gates just opened.
Yeah, I mean, you're somebody who will travel for the bands that you love, and I think there's nothing more iconic than seeing Oasis reunion at Wembley Stadium.
At Wembley Stadium.
Before
it's ridiculous.
And how many times have you seen Pearl Jam now?
119.
Right. So, I mean, if they are doing more shows, are you going to every single one that you can go to? Or are you that big of an Oasis fan?
Oasis? No, I wanted Oasis at Wembley. I only want to do iconic stuff.
Yeah.
And this is iconic.
Wow.
Yeah, we did explain to Nicole that you could see Oasis at a much more convenient location when they come here.
She's like, nope, not expensive enough.
Nope, I won't be able to miss enough days.
No, mate. To hell with that. No, I mean, I will, and it's going to be beautiful. But Wembley Stadium, and they're like, here across the pond, I'd be stupid not to be here.
Yeah.
Well, it's we are all living vicariously through you. Please send us some actual content so we can post on our socials and we can all be jealous of the fact that you will be seeing Oasis on stage together. Do you think the brothers will hug or will they fight tonight?
No, they'll hug, and they've got jokes for days, and I hear there's going to be some sort of Black Sabbath tribute as well.
Oh, cool.
Man, that's going to be amazing.
Can you do me a favor? Can you tell Postmaster Donnie that I got him all the merch?
Oh my God! Well, he's going to go
Yeah.
see Oasis too when they're here in LA. But that's
No way,
he needs the
bro.
Wembley stuff.
I'm
Wow.
going to FaceTime him.
Nicole, I want to
when
let
he's
you
on
know,
the air.
while you were away, he had to break the news to the KROQ audience about the death of Ozzy Osbourne, and he did not deliver it in the same gusto that you would have done that, but he did refer to Ozzy as his buddy.
I know, but this is a good. I told him before I left. I'm like, this is a good training ground for you. I believe in you, and you're gonna get your feet wet, and you're gonna figure out how to do this the right way.
All right.
Good. That's
Love you, Nicole. Thank you.
All right, all the way
I love
from
you guys.
London.
Cheerio.
We're
Cheerios.
super jealous of Nicole
Yeah,
as she
but-
is currently about to attend Oasis at Wembley Stadium.
I think sometimes, though, better than going to concerts for me is hearing Nicole tell me about concerts.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like it's
you guys.
because I don't
Oh
have
my
to
God,
pay
I'm
for the
so happy.
ticket. I didn't
Yes.
have to go into traffic and all that stuff. She did all that, and then she told me about it with the most passion and like paints a picture, and it just makes me so happy through you, Nicole.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Jesus Christ! I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on Monday, maybe.
All right. I'm going to take the under on that. By the way, that's Vanessa's also crying now, but I think that's drug related. I'm not sure if it's the Wembley thing.
Box of shame, you're shaming
All right.
me.
So, oh boy, we got to take a break. When we get back,
She is unraveling over
she
there.
is. We got a lot for you, including Johnny Doesn't Know. Chemicals could score you tickets to MyChem, and everyone who gets theirs right will get tickets because we got a bunch of pairs and we have to give them to you before we're out of here. Fear not, we have an extra hour, summer hours continuing today. If you'd like to join us for Johnny Doesn't Know, all things chemicals, call now, 800-520-1067. Back with your tickets and more after this on the world famous KROQ. We actually are world famous now. Proof from Nicole Alvarez. Bye.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the bean. Join the mob. Or at least the walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Train. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
Shine.
It's cartoon time.
The following is best enjoyed on acid.
Kevin Klein live.
Yes, hi. My name. I'm calling in reference to the casting I heard yesterday. The rude on Dawn. I think it was so rude yesterday. She was calling Dawn regarding red chili pepper hot tickets. I am so upset over this. I'm just about ready to scream. Why would they call her dumb like that so many times on the phone? That was not nice. And then I was just listening to your ad, but I guess that's your your favorite word. It sounds like everything you come up with is dumb. Is that part of this radio station?
I'm sorry, is this a complaint or a compliment?
It's a complaint because I'm so upset. This poor girl's been trying and trying, and then, you got her hopes really up, and then all that other girl kept singing is Dawn is dumb.
Are you talking about the hold music?
No, I am talking about yesterday on the radio when you were talking to Dawn regarding some chili pepper tickets or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's the hold music, and that's a service that provides us the hold music for when people go on hold.
Yeah.
So you understand that we don't pick that music. It was just coincidental that was her name and that the song said that she was dumb.
Wow.
I can transfer you if you don't mind. I can transfer you so you can make an official complaint if you'd like to.
Okay. Are they going to give her tickets, or because I'm going to try to come up with something to come up with a fund to get this poor girl tickets?
Or you can make your complaint officially once we transfer you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold, please.
You're a dummy who's complaining on the radio, and you can't even pronounce the tickets that Dawn wanted. You dummy dum-dum.
Yeah, hello, complaint department.
Yeah, hi. I like that song. That was really nice. You just put everything together with your dumbness. Okay. I'm complaining now because you just called me a dummy, and because of the whole...
Whoa, hold on. Who called you a dummy?
You just did on your radio, on the hold music.
I didn't hear... Let me just listen 1 second, because I'm not hearing the whole...
Same thing you did with Dawn.
Let me listen to the hold music. No, it's just Kenny G like always.
No, it's not. It was singing, you dummy. I'm not stupid. I'm a 60-year-old woman, and I can hear. Don't have... you guys are totally rude and obnoxious.
Well, hold on. Let me file that under the complaint department. Hold, please.
Sure.
I didn't think it was possible to find someone so dumb calling us to complain, but we can tell you to F off, cause that's what we do. We do. You won't get any tickets.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I don't want tickets. I asked you a question, and who do I complain besides listening to you call me dumb?
I didn't call you dumb at all.
Yeah, your radio station, your music that you don't hear, that you're being dumb is the one that's calling me dumb. So that's perfect.
Let me listen.
Yeah.
Let me listen. Hold on. If there's a complaint. I don't hear the word dumb. Are you talking about the saxophone there?
Yeah, I hear it. Yep, I hear that saxophone. Perfect. Okay, now who do I complain to besides you?
Oh, okay. You want to talk to my boss?
Yeah, he's probably going to call me dumb too because you don't really have a boss, right?
Well, no, I have a boss. Hold on 1 second. I'll transfer you.
You don't understand, do you, that we're Evan with you? And we're gonna call you dumb for a long time. You should hang up now.
The boss is not picking up his line.
I knew that, and I did record your message, so that's fine too. So you know that I did that because I'm really quite dumb, quite an idiot, quite stupid. Anything else?
Whoa, don't be so hard on yourself.
No, I won't be. That's fine. I will find out who to report this to, and we'll see who gets the last laugh. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Allie from Live 105, and ask me about my Honda. I bought my Honda new. It's a 2013 Honda Civic Hybrid. When I got this car, I was a dog walker and a house sitter in San Francisco, and now I am the co-host on a morning show called Kevin Klein Live. We were just talking about this. Don't throw me under the bus again. I end up driving the other guys on the morning show a lot because we go to the same places for events, concerts, appearances. I know every single one of you has been late to work because of car trouble, and I have to pick you up.
And who's laughing now?
Ah,
No one.
no one.
That's the problem.
Now that I'm a local celebrity, I'm interested in getting a brand new car.
Wow. Did you take another job?
I think I might look at the new Civic.
It's a nice car.
It is a nice car.
Interior's cool looking. You think about it, there's better technology in the car than there is in our studio.
Why don't we just work out of the car and not go to the studio ever? It's a good idea. And who knows, maybe I'll want to walk a couple dogs every once in a while and I need a little space for that. I think there's definitely more room in the new car.
What are you talking about? This is great.
This car is so sleek. Smile. Got a little bit more of a sexier appeal than my other Honda Civic.
Started this road trip with Allie and one dog, and now look at us.
I've definitely got that new dog smell. It's got better visibility too, you know? Hi! Yes, I'm Allie.
Is it Honda or Noah's Bark?
I think I might look at the new Civic or possibly the CR-V because there's a lot of space in there. You want to go in the car?
Who got pinworms? I did.
Look how big it is. Hop in.
Watch your tails. Oh. Everybody ready?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing but space.
This car has enough room for an entire morning show and all of our listeners.
This thing actually accelerates really fast.
Sometimes she's like race car Allie,
This is totally legal.
and sometimes she's like responsible adult Allie,
You're having a good time, aren't you?
and sometimes she's like probably shouldn't have a driver's license Allie.
Oh
my God! Someone tell me what that was.
When I talk to my friends and family or anybody who's looking to buy a car, I always recommend Honda. I mean, I'm sold. You like the car too?
Looking for a car you can ride to the top and still get love from your dogs?
Postmaster Johnny. We are a Klein Alley show, and this is KROQ. And in a moment, you'll have the opportunity to either help people or hurt people as they try to get tickets to go to MyChem on Dodger Stadium on Sunday.
Cool.
You ready? You ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm
what
ready
would
to
you
go.
say your baseline knowledge of all things chemistry are?
Salt and sugar. That's it.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we
Well,
go.
I would say no if given the opportunity to bet on Will Johnny. No, I would say no. But once again, sometimes we're surprised. Every once in a while, he has a crazy week where he gets a bunch of stuff right. So all you have to do, you don't need to know the answers. You just need to say, "Will Johnny know the answers?" It is time for Johnny Doesn't Know Chemicals.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right. Say hi to our first contestant. Once again, every single person who gets theirs right will get 2 tickets to MyChem. So once again, this is not like everyone writes your name down. Allie picks one of you. If you get it right, you get tickets. It's just that simple. 50-50 shot. We say hi to Kaya in Echo Park. Good morning, Kaya. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know.
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs to you. And your first question that, once again, Johnny will take a shot at, and all you have to do is say yes or no. He's right. He will know. He will not know. And then he will do his best to answer. What is the series of rows and charts and columns that order all of the chemical elements called? What is the series of charts, columns that basically have all of the chemical elements in one place? Will Johnny know the name of that?
Oh, Johnny, please. I'm going to say yes.
Okay, she says yes.
Having faith out the gate.
Johnny, it is where you can see all of the chemical elements in one place at one time. She says you'll know what it's called. What is it called?
The periodics. It was in the back of my biology book.
Oh my God, Johnny, you're so close.
Periodics. What is the chart called? Periodics chart. The periodics
Johnny.
table.
There you go. There you go.
Thank God. Thank you. Yes.
Got it.
Periodics table.
The periodics table.
I mean, it's just one
Yeah,
periodic.
it's just periodic.
Oh, periodic,
table, but
yeah.
that's okay. I'm gonna in the world of Johnny. That's gonna be a correct answer. Kaya, hang on. You're going to MyChem. Hold on. All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the show.
All right.
Moving on. Say hi to Ricky. Ricky, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Let's give you the same shot that we just gave a moment ago. Lots of tickets to give away. Will Johnny know? Chemistry is the topic in this week's Johnny Doesn't Know. You ready to go, Ricky?
It's a tough one. It's a tough subject. All right, let's go.
It is a
Come
tough.
on, Johnny.
It is a tough subject. Johnny, what is the chemical formula to make water? What is the chemical formula to make water? Will Johnny know this? Yes or no?
What do you think,
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Okay.
You had to think about it.
Yes.
All right. A lot of faith for
No,
Johnny.
Come on. You
Johnny,
can't drop the ball on this.
This is the chemical formula if you were trying to make water. He says you'll know.
H, lowercase 2, O.
I'm confused by the lowercase.
My boy.
All right, Johnny, I'm going to say that's right, and congratulations.
You know what I mean? The lowercase 2.
A little baby 2?
Yeah, it's right in the butt crack of it.
Right.
H, lowercase 2,
But
O.
do you know what that 2 means?
2 letters. It's in between 2 letters.
Yeah,
H and O.
Well, if you had to guess, this is not. It doesn't matter. Ricky got his ticket, but Allie's asking him why is the 2 where the 2 is.
Oh, who cares? It's H2O.
Right. Good
Right?
point. Good point.
You know what I mean?
Clara, everyone has gotten their tickets so far. Our job's not to teach him.
It means there's 2 hydrogens. H.
I don't even think he knew. I don't even think he knew what the H and the O stood for.
Yeah,
to be
that-
honest.
Yeah, that's cool.
You didn't know what they stood for?
Doesn't matter.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah, I don't know.
Clara, you're up now. We've already given away 2 pairs of tickets to MyChem. Johnny doesn't know. Chemicals, Johnny doesn't know. But we are proving today he actually does know. He's gotten 2 right. So here we go to question number 3. CFCs are a threat to what UV-absorbing portion of the Earth's atmosphere?
Whoa.
Gee, hey, come on. Let me get an easier one real quick.
Yeah,
That's too
swap
tough.
that one right out.
Yeah, none of these people know what it is either.
Hold
know
on.
the words to that one.
Hold on. I'll say it again. CFCs are a
He's
threat.
already confused.
Yeah, stop. What is the
Johnny,
abbreviation? What's a CFC?
None of this really matters until I get to the
I think he
final
thinks
part
it's
of
a
the
wrestling
question.
league.
CFCs are a threat to what UV-absorbing portion of the Earth's stratosphere? Now, will Johnny know this? He looks very confused. Clara, yes or no?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet.
He got lost on the first C of CFCs and everything down there. But, Johnny, all that really matters is, listen, I wouldn't maybe know what all of this means either, but if I heard something about the UV-absorbing portion of the Earth's stratosphere, I think then I would know what I was talking about.
You're saying UV, which means sun. You mean atmosphere, which means the Earth. So it's like, you mean like sunglasses? What part of the sun?
Huh?
I don't know what you're asking.
Johnny.
What the hell?
CFCs are a threat.
I don't even... Okay, whatever. CFC.
To what UV-absorbing portion of the Earth's stratosphere? Sunglasses is your guess?
Sun absorbing. You're saying what absorbing of the sun? Yeah, I don't...
Just Johnny trying to figure out what the question is the best part.
Johnny, if you can...
CFM, I don't know
if
what
you can repeat this question to me, I've said it now 4 times, I'll give her tickets.
Okay. CFC is the UV absorbing...
No, sorry. Nice try.
Wow.
Well, she did say you wouldn't
She
get
said
it.
you wouldn't know, so you don't want to take a guess at it?
I can't even make a logical anything about what you just said.
I can't even make a logical
UV means
anything.
Earth.
Have you heard of the ozone layer?
Oh, you're talking about tanning? Sun
I'm
hitting...
talking about tanning.
Are you talking about tanning?
Talking about tanning, boy.
No, I was talking about the ozone layer. All right, well, Clara, you said he wouldn't know, and he didn't know, so you're going to MyChem. Hold on.
All right.
Good job.
CFCs.
Everyone's getting their tickets to MyChem today,
was
which
a
is
toughie.
amazing. 3 for 3. They've predicted with you and against you, and everyone's been right. We move on now to Susie, who's been listening in paramount to this debacle. Johnny doesn't know, talking all things chemicals. This is a question for Johnny right now. Good morning, Susie.
Good morning, sweet dad.
What would you officially call someone that works with chemicals for a living?
Okay.
What would you call someone that works with chemicals for a living? Johnny is thinking. Will Johnny know this?
I would love to say yes, but I'm going to say no.
This is what their profession is. They work with chemicals. What is their actual profession?
Do you mean a biochemist? Because they do work with chemicals, and that is a profession. Biochemist.
What else were you thinking?
That's, pharmaceutical, like pharmacy? But that's more like medication and stuff. But what's more with like chemicals?
Susie, you said he would or would not know?
He would not know.
Yeah. The answer is chemist. I don't know why you got.
biochemist is right.
I'm going to accept that, Johnny. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Susie. That's good news for someone else who may get a chance to win your tickets now. Johnny came through in the clutch on that one, and there's only 2 questions left.
Dun dun.
Olivia in Whittier. Here come the baddies for Johnny. Hey, Olivia, you ready to go?
Yes, thank you.
This chemical element could be used to wrap up leftover food. Will Johnny know this?
I'm going to say no and go with Klein.
Okay. She says no. Johnny, which chemical element could be used to wrap up leftover food?
Foil. Aluminum foil.
Hey, Johnny!
Baby.
Johnny's on a heater right now. Who knew Johnny was like the Rain Man of chemistry?
Now he randomly knew biochemist and what that was, too?
Dude, I got a D in chemistry the second semester, but I turned it around the first semester.
And what does D stand for on the periodic table?
Dimes.
You
I don't
got
know.
it. You got
there
it.
is no D on the
I mean,
chemistry
at least
table.
dimes are a metal.
Lily, we give you the final chance here in Irvine. This is Johnny Doesn't Know, and I don't know how he'll do, but hopefully he does something because people have gotten themselves tickets. We still have a lot more to give, so here we go, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Name one chemical required for life. Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
Yes, he will.
All right, Johnny, name one chemical that's required for life.
H2O is required for life, and that's a chemical. You need water every day to drink and to bathe and stuff. So
That's actually a chemical compound, but
a chemical.
What is a? I just need a chemical.
Lithium is a chemical. Li.
Are you going to say lithium is required for life?
But we don't need that though. It's
so
not
that's why the question is: I just need one chemical required for life.
lithium-ion batteries, and we use those every day too. That's Duracell.
You think? I mean, that's the most Gen Z answer ever.
Yeah, you need lithium-ion batteries.
We need lithium batteries.
Yeah, we do.
That's right. Is that what you're going to go with?
That's the only one I could think of.
That's the only chemical you can think of?
Salt. Salt is a.
Oh my God.
Iodize.
Excuse me, what?
Iodize.
Now you're just saying words you know.
Everything chemical.
Johnny, this woman had faith in you. She's got tickets on the
my
line to
gosh.
go to MyChem, and all
I
we
mean,
need
he said H2O
is
though, Klein.
that's a chemical one chemical. So break down H2O.
Yes, they're one.
Two hydrogens. Two hydrogens. She
What
just said
kind
it.
of life form are you, Johnny?
Human metamorphosis. Mammals. Mammals.
Mammals? You're going to go with mammals?
Wait, what type of life am I? I'm a boy.
Wasted.
Wait.
That's for sure.
Wasted life.
That's the right answer. All right, Johnny, do you know what the O stands for in water?
Oxygen.
There we
Oxygen.
go.
Oxygen.
There you go.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Lily, we tried to help you as best we
yes.
could, so congratulations. You're going to go to MyChem, all right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, well, that's good for some people, and for others, it's even better because it means we've got to blow out about 5 more pairs of tickets before we get out of here. That was Johnny Doesn't Know.
Metamorphosis.
He is a current mammal waste of life on KROQ. not heading to Oasis now. We just talked to Nicole Alvarez, who's going to the show. We put up a very budget version on our Instagram at Klein Alley Show. You can see exactly what that show is probably like. It's like when they do those dramatic recreations of what the actual show is. It's on our Instagram right now, Klein Alley Show. Yes. That is no Oasis.
She is on a bender, isn't she?
She is so messed up right now.
Wow.
She's real high.
Her name just came up in karaoke, and she was like,
So watching her stumble around here holding that giant box of donuts for 20 minutes is just like, man, Vanessa's got a real problem. But you know what? Hey, the first step is admitting it, and you did that this morning.
Zero problems, and I
Boxer
continue to get shame.
You know what? There's a problem, Allie. Tell me if you agree with me on this, because I feel like this is a epidemic that is not getting the attention it deserves. And I know there's been a lot of talk about inflation and the cost of everything's going up, and some people just go, deal with it. That's life now. Things are more expensive. Cars are more expensive. Beef is more expensive. Eggs for a while. The thing that I can't get over, that I believe is the biggest inflation, is the rewards point systems as they take place at any... There used to be a standard we had in society forever, which was buy 5 sandwiches...
Oh, you're talking about rewards points with, like,
buy
restaurants
5 cups of coffee, you get the 6th one free. Everyone, universally, occasionally you'd get a punch card that would say buy 9, get the 10th one free.
Mm-hmm.
Or buy 10 and get the system now, since they went digital on rewards... is gotten to a point where the inflation has pretty much gotten to a place now where I think you have to buy 1,000 cups of coffee before you get a free one.
Starbucks is one of the biggest violators of this
They started the trend.
They started the rewards trend. I mean, the rewards trend had been going on for a while, but like the digital rewards, download the app, get points or whatever, and then you can finally get a free coffee. And then I think they restructured it so that you need like 10,000 points to get anything decent, and you have to have a lifelong. Yeah, I think you have to buy like 2 years worth of coffees to get one free thing.
We for the longest time we all agreed it's buy 5 get 1 or buy 6 get 1. We all kind of knew it, and that feeling when you finally, if you pulled out of your wallet some raggedy old punch card, you're like, yo, that's my 5th sandwich. Mm-hmm. So the next one, that's what I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, double meat, baby. That's a free one.
Dude, there's Jersey Mike's has one of the best rewards programs, because I feel like now I go once a week or something like that. But last time I went, they were already like, hey, take a giant off your bill. Boom.
Really?
I was like, what? This is great.
I've been going to a place, my wife gets frozen yogurt from this place, and I swear to you, I've been going there for 2 years. And every day for 2 years, I punch in my number, and I finally said to them, they said, hey, can you punch in your number? I said, yeah, to be fair.
Well, what's the point?
Let me know, what have I earned to this point? I thought the guy was going to say, you've won, your next 90 yogurts are on us. Uh-huh. He goes, you're probably about a month away from a free topping. And I go, how is this possible?
A free topping?
The reward, whatever the inflation has gotten to in the quote rewards world, and I think it's also the Wild West, because there's no real it's almost like early crypto, like there's no checks or balances, so people are just making up whatever it is.
You can make up the rules, but I think that Sephora does it pretty well too, because even though I think you need a lot of points to get something good, they give you like little crap. It's like
crap.
They give you the crap, and I'm happy with the crap.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, you have enough points for this tiny lip gloss sample. Do you want it? I'm like, yes, I do.
The whole concept of earning something, you didn't really earn it. You just ate a lot of food or you drank a lot of coffee, but it feels like you earned it because you're like, yeah, that's right. And
you're working towards something.
And they want your loyalty, but they don't understand what it feels like for the feeling that you have had at some point in your life when you officially got to the whatever that finish line was. It was I go to some pet food store for my dog's food, and I know that I'm like 25 more bags of food away from getting a free bag of food.
Cool.
And when I get to that day, that's going to be a great day for me.
And then it just resets.
And then that's a sad. Then it's sad when it resets.
You cash out those points. You go, oh.
But I think with all this talk of inflation, we should start focusing on the real issue, which is the reward inflation, which has truly gotten to an out of control tipping point in this country.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what's going to happen is that the customers are eventually going to not be like at one point. Do you just feel like I'm not going to sign up?
Yeah.
Because I would rather get nothing than be strung along like this.
Yeah, because the feeling of every time, that's of going like I'm working toward. I think we all like that feeling. We're working towards it. Eventually there's a sweet pot of gold at the end of this points rainbow. And then when you get to that pot of gold, they're like, actually, it's just the topping and it's not going to be for another 6 or 7 months. You're like, oh my God.
And you're like, just lose my number.
Anyway, for anyone who listened to the show this morning, we're going to give you an additional 10,000 reward points on KROQ, which are not actually valuable for anything. Oh, don't we have some stupid program here at work with Odyssey points?
Oh, I think it's Odyssey Leaves. What are they? coins.
Odyssey leaves.
No.
You can leave with the points. Oh, great! We gotta pull our points
No,
to
it's
get
like
the hell
stars, or I don't know what they are, but you can pass them
too.
on to each other like it gets you anything at the Odyssey store.
Right. What the hell's at the Odyssey store?
Yeah, there's an Odyssey store. I think you can buy like a part of a partly working Bluetooth speaker.
I
or
saw
something.
someone walking around here one time with like one of those like finger traps, like you'd get at like a Dave and Buster's or something. And I was
It's
like,
a salary trap.
I was like, what is that?
Oh no, my salary's in there. I can't get it out.
It's a career trap. It's Odyssey points. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, we are 15 minutes away from getting you to the Lumineers. That's a real prize that no points needed. All you got to do is call, get you on that standby boarding list. And we're starting to go through all of the many submissions for Park Week. We got through the weekend to find bad parkers. Tag us in pictures as you find them. We'll announce the big grand prize winner Monday morning. Who is the winner of Park Week? Who found the worst parker in Southern California? Doing your part to make this a better place to live. Back with more show after this.
Klein, Alley Show.
KROQ.
Yeah. Oh, look at these. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Although currently we are dressed as eagles to celebrate the greatest story to happen in Southern California in some time, the birth of the babies of Jackie and Shadow.
Yeah, and I was able to get a really great deal on some highly inflatable eagle costumes just because I don't want Jackie and Shadow to get all the glory. When you think about it, anybody on a live stream can be a bald eagle and get attention, don't you agree?
I don't understand what we're attempting to prove here by dressing up. I think this was one giant... you and Vanessa got inside of each other's heads and you started hyping each other up and saying, oh, it'll be great if we do the show dressed like eagles.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, but...
I like it too.
Visually, I
like it too because I'm not doing it.
Right, of course.
That's the best part.
I tried so desperately this morning to shift this onto someone else. I was like, it'll be just as funny if Jake comes in here dressed like an eagle.
No, he can't fit in this costume.
But we're going to attempt to, I guess, feed each other now.
Well, yeah, because like I said, the big story yesterday was that they did their first feeding, and obviously it's fascinating. I mean, Omar, you've been gripped by this, right?
Oh, yeah,
You're one
I
of
love it
the
to death.
80,000 people that have been watching Jackie and Shadow and seeing how their eaglets' lives are starting out. So why can't we get in on some of that attention?
I guess we realized that, God damn, I hate this thing.
This is so loud.
What I realized is that people are obsessed with watching cams of eagles, and since our YouTube, live YouTube is kind of new, what could we do to maybe steal some eyeballs away from the much more popular eagle cam? And we decided rather than just be a better version of a radio show, which is impossible, we tried, let's just maybe dress like eagles, and maybe we get some confused, really slow adults that actually check out this stream and think that they're looking at the Jackie and Shadow
Well,
cam.
some of the immediate comments on the YouTube live stream are that Klein's nose still somehow looks better than the costume's eagle nose.
Thank you. I'll take that as a win for me.
So do you want to share some of this beef stick as a nice breakfast?
So I guess what we were going to attempt to do right now is recreate eagles feeding each other, because that is the thing that everyone's gone nuts about. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not yet watching the live Big Bear cam. But everyone thinks it's the greatest thing ever. In fact, I can't even play this audio because I can't even see my...
I think I can get
it. Could you have bought louder costumes, Allie? Or were there louder ones available?
Look, there was another one that was really, really good, but it was like $200. And these ones were $37.
Well, you got everything you paid for here.
Okay, hold on a second.
If you are wondering why it sounds different in here, it's because we are currently encased in eagle suits. And in a moment, we are going to attempt to feed each other. And I believe the meal this morning is a beef stick of some variety.
Johnny, while you're here, can you please open up the beef stick, because I can't open it myself with my wings?
Allie, I think we should let Allie try to open it up, because this was her idea from the very beginning. Let's let her...
Well, and I also have a lot of respect for these eagles, because it is hard to do things without hands.
Yeah, do it your mouth.
Put the mask on the right way.
Well, I can't bite on it.
Yeah, Allie's all ass backwards with her whole costume.
Okay.
And
her face is coming out of the neck.
Yeah, it's a terrible...
Enough about my neck!
The costume cannot accommodate Allie's giant long neck. If you are wondering what this monstrosity looks like, you can head over to YouTube.
Johnny, open that up for Allie.
KROQ's
What are you doing?
page. Now, I want Allie to try to open.
Oh my God!
It's a much funnier segment. Allie tries to open things in an eagle suit because the reality of this is that it wasn't really that well thought out. I think they just got so excited about the eagle costumes that we just assumed the rest would figure itself out.
Oh my God, I think I got it.
And it clearly has not. So,
Yes!
All right. So for anyone who's enjoying watching eagles do things, which apparently happens once a year around birthing season, maybe, just maybe, you'll enjoy this. Allie's going to
Okay, I'm going to go over there.
stick it up, and she's going to attempt to feed each other, baby bird style, mouth to mouth. This is a live feeding, which apparently is all the rage these days on the cams. So take this, real eagles. Hold on. Allie and I are going to attempt.
Klein's stuck.
I'm trapped. Hold on.
Oh my God! This looks like some sort of weird porn.
I got this stick in my mouth, guys. We just did a very successful and unsuccessful live feeding. Oh, that beef tastes like cigarettes. Were you smoking again? You know what's funny about this dumb bit is that Allie thought this had enough legs to do once every hour. She goes, oh, we'll start every hour with a live feeding. And I said, I think if we do this once on the air, it'll be more than enough.
Look, I also said we should wear these the entire show.
Right, that was another big mistake. So
But I didn't know how cumbersome they were going to be. I didn't realize we wouldn't have access to our hands at all.
When we get back from this break, you will never hear of this ever again. So enjoy this memory while you can. The show continues next. And speaking of feeding, if you're the parent of a Girl Scout, father or mother, and you would like to prove that you are the best seller of the cookies, since we all know the responsibility falls on you, it's a chance for you to call us now. We'll let you try to outsell each other, and we will spend hundreds of dollars to buy boxes of cookies that we definitely don't need, but Jake will probably eat them all. That's next.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Obviously, it's been a rough week in terms of celebrity deaths. We had Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan. Yesterday, celebrity flugelhorn player Chuck Mangione passed away, offering a beautiful soundtrack for his own funeral. And then there was an update.
This guy invented hold music?
I mean, isn't this so relaxing?
Sure is.
I realized I didn't even know what a flugelhorn was. I didn't really even know it existed, to be honest.
I thought it was a position, like a sexual position.
Reverse flugelhorn. It's our anniversary,
I
honey.
thought it was like a made-up instrument that you just say when you can't think of another instrument.
That's a good move, though. If you decide you want to get really good at one instrument, don't get really good at guitar. There's way too many people that are good at guitar.
Be the only guy playing flugelhorn.
Be the guy that's totally slaying the flugelhorn, and then when you die, everyone's like, that guy was the best flugelhorn player there was.
But these kind of instruments you don't really hear them anymore.
Well, this was very yacht rocky, right?
I know, but come on, people can work this back into modern day music.
Well, I'm sure he would be devastated to know that you are doing weird dances to his music in his tribute.
I'm doing a guitar, an air guitar for a flugelhorn. And then, of course, yesterday it was announced that E! News is going to be going away after, obviously, a long time. So it's been a tough week for a lot of people, especially that grew up in the 80s. And then there was also an update about Anne Burrell's death, the celebrity chef who was found in her shower dead last month. And they ruled that a suicide, which was kind of surprising to me. They found alcohol, antihistamines, and amphetamines in her system. But if this was something that was intentional, it just is kind of strange to me that the person would do that and then go into a shower.
That seems like a relaxing way to go.
But wouldn't you go into a bath like that? Like you have to stand up and sit in a shower and then you know that those are going to be your last moments?
Some people think that the bath is like sitting in a soup of your own filth, and they don't like it. I know it's supposed to be all fancy, and I don't think anyone on the show is a bather. Am I wrong about that? Does anyone
in
here?
general, no.
I mean, most cleanliness is not our forte, but I'm just saying.
Did I shower yesterday? No, I didn't.
Does anyone here pick bath over shower just on a regular basis?
I would love to do a bath, but I don't do that because it's too time consuming.
I take naps. I mean, not naps.
Oh,
baths
boy.
Sometimes.
She's a child, guys. Let's just be honest. She's a child.
I take baths
Nap
sometimes.
time after bath.
I take nap time, then bath time. All right, so you take what now, Vanessa, after popsicles? Bath. You take baths regularly by choice?
Yeah.
How many rubber
and
duckies
I
you have?
literally listen to that one music we were playing, and I'm just like,
Oh, you listen to this? This is Vanessa in the evening?
This is your bath?
This is my bath, and then I scroll through TikTok.
As she brushes her dolly's hair. Well, how long do you sit in there, Vanessa? Do you, read?
I think like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think 15, 20 minutes is kind of the max for me. I get kind of bored in the bath. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to sit there and relax, but I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's
now what?
818 said that's because that's where women do their thing in the bath.
Their thing?
I got you.
That's where they relax.
I know what you're saying, 818.
You're saying this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your name, Vanessa? Oh, my name Vanessa, too. Oh, what you do today? Oh, you know, some things.
Why does she have to hit on herself?
She's getting herself worked up in the bath, Allie. I'm going to do that. Add that to my list of impressions I do.
Really
It's
pretty girl.
Vanessa talking to herself in the bath.
All right, I want to give credit to Gen Z for something. As Gen Z enters the workforce, there are a lot of criticisms about their work ethic, their entitlement. A lot of people talk about the Gen Z stare, where they just stare straight ahead at you with no expression, and you wonder if there's anyone really alive.
I get that from Johnny constantly.
Dude, when I started reading about that, I was like, that's what that is.
That's Johnny's look, the Gen Z stare.
Gen Z. If you look at other people, too, you're talking to them, and it's just this blankness that you're like, is anyone home?
I think this is crystal clear what we need to do to get this post up, and then Johnny just stares at me blankly, like right through me.
That's the Gen Z stare. But if you get into it, they did a study about the Gen Z workforce, and to their credit, not only does Gen Z want to work, they want to go in the office. only 20 to 24% of Gen Z said that they want to do remote work. Everyone else said they want to be in the office, they want to be mingling with people, and that could be because they want to show up and work hard, or it could be because vibes.
Vibes, but also a lot of Gen Zs living at home because of how expensive stuff is, or they're in some sort of a situation where you got 9 guys crammed into a 2-bedroom apartment, so they got to get out of there.
Yeah.
They want to go home. They want to go somewhere else, and a lot of times, not this place, but a lot of workplaces, they got free snacks.
I think also, like, Gen Z is very used to a Oh, there's Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
There's the stare.
All right. Oh, and he showed us his booby.
That's the Gen Z flash.
But I think that they are so used to, just sitting in front of a screen that it's like, oh, at work, I want to be walking around in real life, talking to people. What an adventure that is. You're escaping from the general status quo of just being at home staring at screens. So it's like a change,
Also,
I think it's also a good distraction from actually working.
The thing about Gen Z is that they don't have decades of sitting in a workplace every day, going to an office,
Yes,
all of the
that's
frustrations.
also true.
So it's still new and fun for them. It's like they're playing kitchen in their
Remember
house.
your first job? You're just like, I have a job.
Anyone who's been doing that for a few decades, it's like, you know what? I want to stay home. All this other stuff, totally overrated.
Yeah. And then finally, I guess Swimply is one of many apps that you can download if you want to rent somebody's pool. And that's something that's grown every single summer. But apparently this summer, it has become extremely lucrative. People are making up to $100,000 just renting out their pools, but they're doing it in a bigger way than they were last year. Now it's becoming like how at first it was just Airbnb was like, oh, stay at my place. Now it's like, oh, let me put all these snacks for you, wine, all this stuff. That's what it's becoming now.
Wow.
So people are actually hosting
Pool parties.
People
are renting, they're making money.
And they're going, okay, if you come over for a pool party from 4 to 6 or whatever it is, I'm going to make you guys dinner and throw stuff on the grill. I'm going to be serving you, and do cleanup and everything. So you basically are hosting a party in your backyard. And yeah, it's going to be more expensive, but how great would that be to just go to somebody's house, have a backyard pool party, leave, and not have to do any of the setup or cleanup?
Yeah, it's all on them. And you want to rent my bathtub? Big like pool for me.
I'm going to swim to the other end.
I'm going to swim. It's taking me a while.
I'm winded.
Oh,
I need a break.
You look tired, Vanessa. I am tired. Yeah, big week. The people you work with, not nice. I know, but I love them.
Is that accurate, Vanessa?
Yeah.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome officially to your summer hours. The very first thing we should do is give you tickets to see the Lumineers and get you on the standby list. Fans only. I mean, I know winning stuff is cool, but if you don't know what you're winning, let a fan win these tickets. Go see that band once, potentially twice. Or perhaps you're like the guy who DM'd me and said, I'm trying to visit my friends in Chicago, so I'd really like to win this trip. Well, we're going to give that thing away Monday morning and announce the next band and the next destination. And I will say, if I'm going to go ahead and judge favorite bands and favorite destinations.
Yeah, this was a good combo.
This one's good, but the one that we're announcing on Monday, I think, is the best yet. The best band city combo yet, and that's Monday morning. But let's give away these tickets right now. You'll see Lumineers in August on the 8th at Kia Forum and potentially see them again in Chicago. We will call with that news bright and early on Monday morning. If you're new to the show, nice to meet you. My name's Klein. That is Allie.
Hi.
You got DJ Omar Khan right there, the audio sniper. That guy is Jake Z Nerd.
Hey, what's up?
And then in the back room, Postmaster Johnny and Vanessa, who is tripping balls right now.
Yeah.
Tripping balls.
So that's all coming up this hour on the show. We got so much to get into. I can't believe we've convinced him to join us again, but the legend, the Hall of Famer, the afternoon host who spent many, many years sitting in this seat, taking you through your mornings, Kevin Ryder, will be back on with us.
It was probably the same chair.
Same chair, hasn't changed. This chair's been here since
the 80s.
Poor Man, I think. And then they don't change the chair. Poor chair is what they should say. Let's go ahead and give these tickets away to Caller 20, which puts us on someone by the name of Edgar listening in Costa Mesa. Good morning, Edgar.
Hey, morning. Hi.
You are Caller 20.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Thank you very much.
You're the last name I want to write down, at least on our standby boarding list. You'll have more chances to win throughout the day. And then Monday, if we call you back, it means you're going to Chicago, all right?
Oh, that'd be great. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you for starting your day with us here on KROQ. If you're still looking to win stuff and are feeling like a big loser this week because of all of the amazing people that we lost, don't worry. We got how many pairs, Vanessa, we have to give away before 11 a.m. here?
3.
Three more pairs of My Chem tickets, and we will do that this morning.
Seeing a show like that is a great consolation prize for all the loss you had all week.
Great consolation. We're going to give you this one from Bad Omens. Then in a moment, we are joined by Kevin Ryder. The Kevin Ryder joins us after this on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show, and in a moment, radio legend Kevin Ryder back on with us. I don't think he likes it when we introduce him as such, but that's a fact, Allie.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Can't hide from the truth, and that is a radio legend right there, who's now in the afternoons here on KROQ, back on KROQ. In fact, that article that they just wrote about the station being, I don't know, in the best place it's been in a long time has a lot to do with him coming back. And maybe we get some of his shine on us, but let's be honest, we know where that all belongs.
I know, it's great because, this guy, great guy, Jimmy Alvarez, came in to talk to us, and then he was like, tell me about when they told you Kevin Ryder was coming back.
Yeah, I know. We're like, wait a minute.
We're like, oh, okay.
This isn't an article
Not
about us at all. It's about Kevin Ryder.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin Ryder on
Rightly
KROQ.
so.
Good morning.
A legend.
The
Please
legend.
Use my name, legend. Yes.
Yeah, you are a legend. And
Good
that's
morning.
all.
Yeah.
Well, you better be careful. We've lost a lot of legends this week, so I would just say stay inside or something. You know?
I will do that. I'm outside right now.
When you, over your many, many years at KROQ, lost in the mornings, a celebrity dies, you're live on the air. I hope you did a better job of handling that than we've done.
We didn't. It's impossible to know what to say and do. Like, you've never trained to handle that situation, so you just guess, and most of the time you're okay, but not great.
What was the biggest celebrity death that affected you that you had to deal with live on the air?
Probably Kurt Cobain at the time.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
Yeah, because it was,
He's even better at that than we are. Jesus.
Oh, man, he died tragic and everything.
We just got Hogan. Damn. Yeah. All right.
But also, like, reporting and talking about, like, tragic moments as they happen. Like, you guys were on the air during 9/11, right?
Well, it's funny. I was on vacation, but Doc on the Rock and Ralph Garman were on the air on 9/11. But it's the exact same thing. It's like, why am I behind a microphone talking right now? I don't know what to say more than anybody else on the planet.
Right.
Well, Ralph
It's not like
Garman.
they take us behind the scenes and they go, hey, if a plane flies into the World Trade Center, here's how you need to handle it.
I learned the news by listening to Ralph Garman do an impression of Sean Connery. That's how I learned about it, which it didn't seem appropriate, but that's how he did it.
No.
That's how
what you have.
Yeah, you do what you can. I wanted to first of all get permission from you for a couple of things because the thing I hate more than anything in this world is when people blatantly rip off other talented people. And I know that we live in a business where sometimes you go, oh, that's similar to this or that's similar to that. But Omar has now been taking all of the stupid, dumb things we've said and he's putting them in these donuts. And I feel like we are stealing from you, even though everyone seems to enjoy them. And they're giving you credit where credit deserves. But like, for instance, there's this.
And now it's time for a moment with Kevin.
We decided let's bring it back. It's been a while since we've done it. The dating edition of App or Crap. And this is that's the wrong stupid music. Hold on 1 second. God damn it.
That was a moment
now, listen.
with Kevin.
Omar claims that's very different than the originals that you would play for many years. And he's going to give us an example of that to show us just how different they are. But Omar, you didn't even change my name to Klein, which is my last name.
Yeah, but your first name is Kevin.
Yeah, but I know. But
That's also Ralph Garman doing that voiceover. I didn't change anything. I just took the old parts and swapped them out.
Yeah, okay. So it's
Omar's lazy.
Yeah.
I'm so lazy. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So it's a complete ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not
But
even...
you're okay with that, Kevin Ryder.
Oh, absolutely. I would love somebody else to take that mantle.
I don't want that mantle.
You have the mantle,
No,
Klein.
I didn't want it either, but you got it.
No, because you're still... Listen, we listen to yours all the time, and yours are always way better than the ones that he puts together for us.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, I mean...
What's nice, too, is that there's also a moment with Allie.
Yeah, but
well.
Yeah, but I don't actually... Hold on.
Well, we were stupid enough to be here when there were previous Kevins and Allies.
That's true. That is very true, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Omar could be really lazy because he just got a bunch of leftover production from other work
I think
parts.
it's the company being lazy, too. They just don't want to change the names on the paychecks.
Well, you guys have found lots of ways. So we wanted to... Omar is convincing us now because we talked about all the things you guys did. Whenever we sit down and have a show meeting, he goes, this is how Kevin and Bean did it. They were great. You guys aren't that great. And this is what we hear all the time.
Yep.
And he was saying that maybe we could get permission to bring back some of the great stuff that you did on KROQ for the first time many years ago. And he was talking about underwater broadcasts, and he was talking about launching pumpkins and stuff. And the lawyers here, as you know, they have a great sense of humor about anything that anyone...
They really do. Yeah. They're great.
They're great.
They're great.
So, Omar, what is, of all the things that you did when you were with Kevin and Bean, what is the thing that you think you would most like to see reincarnated?
Well, the thing I think you guys are best suited for is that once in New Orleans, Kevin and Bean both shaved their heads, and they recorded that and aired that. So I think maybe that could possibly lead to fun things.
Next.
Okay, you don't want to do that?
I'm not shaving my head.
I think that's a good idea.
Listen, the rule of thumb is it's the thing you want to do least. That's what you pick.
Kevin, what led you to that decision to shave your heads in New Orleans?
I don't know. We were on stage at some kind of a nightclub, and we got Bean to take a drink, and I don't remember, but one person with their head shaved is normal. Two were skinheads. So we're
That's the beginning of a clan.
Who knew you were so trend-setting for 2025? Who knew?
And then we went to Nashville and we bought cowboy hats. So it was two bald guys with cowboy hats that looked like two idiots.
Yeah, I feel like that was the beauty of the show for so many years. Was it was dumb things done to cover up other dumb things that were done previously.
Yes.
Yeah. And we always say on this show, we are solving the world's problems by creating new ones.
Yeah, and that's what you did.
And you guys did it better.
Okay, so that one's terrible. What else?
Okay, this other thing they used to do, which I was always fascinated by, is that they had a segment called Celebrity Fridge. And just like the title, they would go to a celebrity's house and just kind of like rattle off what was in their fridge. They did it with like Ed McMahon, Wayne Gretzky, with the cast of In Living Color. I mean, it's crazy. The fridges that got explained on KROQ.
The cast of In Living Color had one fridge?
I guess you guys went to their studio or something like that. But you guys talked to Jim Carrey, David Allen Greer. I was going through some of the old tapes. It was crazy.
Listen, you guys, what Omar is bringing up are ideas that we did, but they weren't necessarily good. Like, we canceled that.
Yeah, but in his mind, years later, that's what he still remembers. You know,
Yeah.
and whenever we come in here and pitch something that we feel strong about, he tells us in a very Omar sort of way. He goes, "Now Kevin and Bean already did something very similar, and theirs was much funnier because I was talking about how I have
this crappy bit reminds me of a great bit
one
that
they
Kevin and
did.
Bean
Right.
did, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, we pitched a bit called "Regular People's Fridges" a couple weeks ago, and Omar said that sucks. In all seriousness, I have an electric car, and I was driving on zero battery, no charge. I also go out. I also go out with my cell phone at no charge, and I live life. It's an exciting moment, knowing who knows if it'll be my last call. And I was talking about it, all excited, and Omar goes, "Nah, that's just you're just ripping off the Zero Club. That's Kevin's bit." And I go, "Well,
You know what was funny is the Zero Club was born out of me being an idiot like you were, Klein. And I thought that I would tell the story, they would laugh at me once, and then that would be it. And it turned into this huge thing where a lot of other people do the same thing, and on purpose.
Yeah. Because
Just for the thrill of it all.
It's exciting. If you don't know if you're going to make it, when you actually do make it to a gas station on fumes, that is a rush that no drug can match. Yeah.
I think the Zero Charge Club is even more high stakes, though, because if your car dies,
you don't get.
You can't go with a gas can and go fix that.
No, nor do you get any additional. Sometimes cars, you can get 40 miles after zero. Electric charge, when I'm down to turtle mode and then I drop to nothing, I just sit on the side of the road.
And then what?
That's
Just
it.
to come over with a Duracell.
I leave the
fix
car.
it?
I just walk away. Not my car anymore.
1,000 Duracell, Ellie.
Yeah.
So listen, I mean, we just wanted permission to try to, if we figured it out, what is the right thing? Like you guys for so many years had a very successful live broadcast called Miss Double December. And I know that the times have changed, and even though everyone loves Sydney Sweeney and Emily Ratajkowski, and obviously we still love boobs, we can't do a thing like that anymore. But you know what's big? Mental health. Would you be okay with us doing a thing at the Slide Bar in Fullerton called Miss OC December?
So she's like cleaning off silverware?
Turning on and off the light switch a lot of times. Could be a talent.
I would show up for that.
Okay. All right, fair enough. That would be good. We may have
There's
to do
a long
that.
line at the bathroom. Everyone has to wash their hands
It's
a
just
1,000
9
times.
rounds of hand washing, and then thank you for coming out. Go home.
That's it.
All right.
Although I am going to go back to Allie not wanting to get her head shaved. There's something there, guys.
I agree.
I'm not shaving my head.
Allie, why?
No.
You're a lesbian.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I look horrible.
How are you down there?
Everyone does. That's the comedy.
That's
Guys,
funny.
There you go.
My head is weird shaped. You think that the other parts of my body are shaped weird? You should see my head.
Yeah, but maybe that.
I had a cone head when I was born, and my mom tried to figure it out by like laying me on different sides when I was sleeping. It didn't work out.
Yeah, but why don't? But maybe that'll balance out the rest of you. Like your cankles won't look so weird.
No, you guys, I'm not shaving my head.
Think about how massive your 5 head would be then.
It's just going to all blend in. I'm just going to look like I have one.
Shave the head.
All right, Ryder, shut up.
Shave the head.
All right.
That's just an advice. This is
Why don't we
advice.
talk about the underwater show? That looked fun.
No. It should be great underwater. No hair.
No.
All underwater.
I'm not doing that. Actually, I wouldn't need a shower cap.
Kevin Ryder's back on KROQ in the afternoon. I think I found a good Ryder one, so you don't have to make fun of me for a change. Hold on.
And now it's time for a moment with Kevin.
They could end up seeing you in Vegas, the upcoming show you're doing with Pennywise. That is where you take over the whole Vegas thing that's happening. I don't even have the information here.
That was a moment with Kevin.
That is strong. That is
Yeah, right?
Yours are better.
Yeah.
Yours are
That's
better.
Blue Man Group level.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you in the afternoon on KROQ. Bye. Thanks.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the Bean. Join the mob. Or at least a walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Tone. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
So, according to the text line, that makes
us truly crazy.
Makes us all crazy. We couldn't even get through one question without all fighting. This will really make you think about how you perceive the world, and if you are a good, decent, upstanding citizen, or do you have psycho traits, tendencies, etc.?
562 said, Allie, I do not believe you're a psycho. You're just overly critical and highly judgmental, but definitely not psychotic.
A lot of these questions are about how you perceive your own success versus other people's failure, and do you actually have any emotion as it pertains to other people, quote, losers, etc. in the world. And
626 said that, even though Omar doesn't feel love is overrated, Omar's dad did.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, he sure did.
Got right out. All right, I have seen the... Whoa, I just got a... Oh, man. Just saw someone score on the show. Wow. That is... We may have to report that to HR. I'm not even kidding. All right, let's reveal the results now. Of course, if you'd like to take the quiz, we'll post the link up on our socials, Klein Alley Show. You can take it yourself. Great family event. Just gather up and around and figure out who in your family is the biggest psycho. Just a great thing to do on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, skip movie night and do this.
All right, let's see here. I got the results. Let's start with, you want to go lowest to highest?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, Omar said that he would be the lowest on the show. And even though a lot of people on the text line thought perhaps Omar would be the biggest psycho, he is perhaps the most normal, the least psycho, with a score of only 1.3 out of 5.
Wow.
Thank you.
He basically answered everything in the what would be considered the approved, but not only approved, but like the what you want a person to think and feel like. A good human. That's right, Jake.
Number 5 on the pussy scale.
You got a 5.
I also think, though, it's so funny because if I were to take this same quiz maybe 15 years ago, I think it would have been totally different.
You
I guess.
shifted.
Yeah, you got soft because you had kids and became a family man.
100%.
Omar did score a 9.4 on the pussy scale. So, keep trying. All right. Next up.
Why aren't we doing that quiz?
I don't know where that one is. With a score of 1.6 on a primary psychopathy, but a very high 2.4 on her secondary psychopathy.
That's the worst one, I think.
Because there's 2 different ways these scores are broken down. There's your primary.
And the secondary is like, I get joy out of other people's pain.
Right.
Like, it makes me happy emotionally.
Vanessa, you finished second to last place.
What a liar.
So there, I don't. Maybe you, Vanessa, didn't understand the question. It's possible, right?
No, I understood. I was pretty neutral or disagree a little, agree a little.
I think neutral on every question means...
You're psycho.
Yes.
If you don't have an opinion...
You don't even have emotions. You're just like neutral, 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 neutral. That's apathy.
With a score of 2, Jake the Nerd.
Whoa.
Woo!
Is next up. He is an island unto himself. I can't believe they said that when he took the quiz. So
I think a lot of people would suspect Jake in a murder, but he would turn out to be innocent. Like, he'd be like, and then the alibi checked out because he was at a weird Magic the Gathering tournament.
So now we got... Did Johnny take this? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? I don't see Johnny's score here. I have. Oh, there it is. Johnny got a 2.4.
Oh, that's pretty
Johnny,
high.
you are a little bit of a narcissist. You are a Riz master. You are, of that generation that kind of puts themselves first.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't read like half of them because I was kind of rushing this a little bit. But, yeah, I think that's pretty good, though.
All right. Thanks for the honesty. Barely beating Johnny. Barely beating Johnny.
Who did half the quiz.
With a score of 2.6 would be yours truly, me.
Wow.
Which means, and I was pretty much even, which is interesting. It shows I had a 2.6 and a 2.5 on the primary and the secondary psychopathy
So you're
scale.
right in the middle, essentially.
So I'm just kind of like, at least both of those are similar. But with the resounding score, and maybe the highest score ever in the history of this quiz, higher than 84.7% of anyone who's ever taken this quiz.
Jesus.
Wow.
With a score.
Are you serious?
Of 3.5. Primary psychopathy.
I'm scared to be here.
Is the effective aspects.
You shut your mouth!
You have the effective aspects of psychopathy.
Stop yelling at me, Mom.
A lack of empathy for others and tolerance for antisocial orientations.
Oh, I love antisocial orientations.
Your
Can I get more
score,
of
your
those?
secondary score was lower, as a 1.7.
See, that's what's important.
It's not.
Yeah, because the second one is what makes you truly crazy.
The official terminology for what you have according to this is crazy bitch.
Look, I also, when I answered some questions, I was like, I'll just put like somewhat agree because I don't want to seem too crazy.
Yeah, but you know, so now, once again, what have we learned here today? Most of us are
Don't
good
mess
people.
with me.
Allie is a crazy psycho, and that's what we learned. We'll be right back with your ADD news from that psycho over there. Then we'll give you your first pair of tickets. They are coming up very soon. If you want to join us and see that psycho in person. Call now so we can give you those tickets. And the show continues. We're in the middle of summer hours. Thanks for putting up with us just a little bit longer right here on KROQ. Using right now, and Vanessa will say goodbye to you as that character. So it doesn't have to be one of the ones she did. It can be any Disney character. Go ahead.
Hey, congratulations!
That just offended the entire gay population, for sure. All right.
Congratulations!
Vanessa, hold on. Do it clear. I don't want to talk over that. You did it so well.
This is Donald. Donald, what's his last name?
Stop, you idiot. All right, we got to take a break. Let's.
Oh my God!
We'll take a break. We'll be back.
That is incredible, man.
Klein Alley Show.
When I went on, I think, a baby moon with my wife before our first kid was born, we ended up randomly staying at the same hotel as Hulk Hogan, and I found him to be, really pleasant guy to talk to.
Is that when you really honed in your Hulk Hogan impression?
That's when I got my impression locked in.
Very good. What do you think, Hulk Hogan? What were your last words before you passed away?
Your head.
Come on. Too soon, brother. Not gonna do it.
Klein Alley. Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
This is the big product of 2025 for the Fair Circuit. Chicken Charlie, the cone of beans is something. No, it's a cone of beans. This is something that you created. Allie's, by the way, on her 5th bite in a row right now. She hasn't stopped.
And it seems this year will be the summer of beans.
The summer of beans. Wow.
I mean, who doesn't like beans?
It's delicious because the beans are spicy. And then the queso, I can taste the queso mixed with the beans. And then there's also shredded cheese. I think it's because it's the sweetness of the cone and then also the saltiness of the beans. And then the heat that comes from the queso or salsa.
I didn't just fill it with beans. We went beans, queso blanco, beans, shredded cheese. I love it.
Guy's got his own brand he's pushing. Awesome. Don't worry about it. When we're not around, there's the GOAT line for you. That number's 844-956-GOAT.
I just listened to the Shoulder Time with Arthur, who wrote the article about you guys, and, he has it right. Like, we do love you. We support everything you guys do. And you guys did transition from the old KROQ into the new.
Their last Showtime pod that we put up, which is our uncensored weekly podcast, we were being interviewed by an author who writes for the OC Music News. And this is a guy that first talked to Allie and I a few years ago when things were not going great at KROQ. And he was a nice guy because he said, I like your show. And we said, well, you seem to be the only one because all we're hearing about is why we're failing. And he wrote an article, did an interview with us. You can hear the full interview as part of the podcast. But I think the article I just got word it just came out now. So
I think we're putting some up on our
socials. We'll put up a link on our socials. But it's nice anytime anyone says anything good. Not that it really matters, because people equally have opinions that we suck and they hate us and we've ruined KROQ. And then on the flip side, you have other people that say this. But this guy, as a journalist, wrote, I just want to read this one paragraph. We're not going to get into this now. But like all great stories, the good guys who stay true to themselves and show their character when it mattered. I made a prediction back then when I first met with Klein Alley's show, tapped into my Radio Biz insider prognostications. Went back to the radio station I once called my home to catch up with all things KROQ and to catch up with some friends. It was very nice of him to refer to us as such. And he did say this one thing, which I think is very true. And you can read the article if you want to. You probably don't care. Despite all the drama that was happening, the team managed to move on, put out a show daily that was smart, unapologetic, and funny. It was definitely not the Kevin and Bean show. But the laughter they created seemed so familiar. The way they carried themselves through some pretty dark days showed a character that not only carried them through a dark period for the station, it also would prove to be what makes them who they are. It's a very nice piece, and I haven't read all of it because, Omar, I think if I read this whole thing, it counts as a 250-page book.
No, is that long?
It's a long article.
Jimmy's a wordsmith, man.
Yeah.
He paints a picture, especially as a man who's passionate about music and alt music and the history of KROQ. It's a huge part of his DNA, and he was really nice to stop by and chat with us.
This town loves heroes and villains. Klein and Alley were never villains. They were just typecast due to circumstances. Their love for radio, their love for music, their love for listeners resonates. Most importantly for me, I could tell before, during, and after the interview they're good friends. That makes for a long-lasting, fake news, a long-lasting partnership with KROQ listeners and benefactors for years to come, 10 maybe. So anyway, we're back to 10. We were at 10 years together, then all of a sudden my uncle said 7.
I think we went to 7, and now we're back at 10.
We're back to 10. So there you have it. But you can read that if you want to. I don't know why you would, but it's there, and it's up on our socials, I believe.
So boring.
Thank you.
Oh, dude.
Thank you.
Are you going to read more excerpts?
Nope, that's it.
Oh.
I
can do sound effects.
I actually don't even know, to be honest. I haven't read the whole thing. I don't know if it's good or bad because there's nice things I read there, but there's a lot of stuff about the dark days, and we were here for the dark days, and I think a lot of people blamed us for the dark days.
Yeah,
So,
but
and
it's a story about past, present, and future KROQ.
We think so. Hey, Marilyn.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. You put up with that. At the very least we can do is give you some tickets to go see My Chem on Sunday, all right?
Woo! Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's the best. Clapping for yourself. Are you clapping for yourself, or is there someone else there?
No, my mom's in the car with me.
Oh, cool. There you go. Look at that.
Sounds like a cheeks clap.
Yeah, it really does. Is your dad in the car, too? You know what I'm saying? Celebratory.
Very aggressive way to clap.
All right, hold on. We got and Vanessa, count me. We have 2 more pairs?
2 more pairs.
All right, let me say hi to Mark in Studio City. Hey, Mark.
Yes.
You're going. My Chem, you're going on Sunday, all right?
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
All right,
The
final.
math is getting easier, Vanessa.
Final pair of tickets, Vanessa, which means 1 pair. 1 pair left. We'll give that away with our favorite takeaway from today's show. You got a takeaway? We covered a lot of ground. Love to hear from you. 800-520-1067. Any takeaway life lesson you bring with you from today's show. Kevin Ryder was on with us. We paid tributes to all the celebrities. We'll get to that next. KROQ.
Penis vagina. Penis vagina. Penis poop pee trala. Oopa. Oopa. vagina, penis, butt, poop, pee, throw up, poop, butt. Poop, butt, 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 butt. Poop, butt. Poop, butt, 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 butt. Poop, butt.
Rock Klein Alley Show. That'll pretty much do it for us. We'll do some takeaways, give away some more tickets to my cam, and then officially get out of here. Johnny will be in for Nicole because Nicole checked in earlier from Wembley Stadium, where probably right about now Oasis is taking to the stage, I would imagine, for their reunion tour. And I'm sure you'll get all the details Monday morning. Monday morning is going to be a great morning to be locked in on KROQ. I'll tell you why. We're back again. We got Disneyland tickets for you again. We'll do some OC Fair tickets for you as well. And then we get to announce where you'll be going to next on KROQ's Road Trip USA. I believe it is the most exciting city and the best band combination yet. And that'll be Monday morning, the big announcement. Plus, we get to give away that trip to go check out the Lumineers in Chicago. So everyone who qualifies, you'll keep qualifying today, you'll get to go. This weekend, I don't know if you're going to Vans Warped Tour. If you are, have fun. That's going to be great. I'm super jealous. If you're going to go to MyChem Dodger Stadium, perhaps you want to start your Sunday morning with free donuts from your friends at Klein Alley Show. We'll be at Randy's. Naked Gun movie's coming out. One of the greatest movie franchise, even with O.J. Simpson as the star. It is still one of the greatest movie franchises that ever was and ever will be.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
And I'm very excited to be a part of the bringing back of Naked Gun. We'll be at Randy's, the original, Allie, me, Jake, Johnny. Come on out. We'll bring prizes, free donuts, and advanced screening movie tickets. That's 10 to noon on Sunday at the original Randy's right there in Inglewood. Look for the giant donut in the sky, like the bat signal for fat people. Find it, and we will be there right underneath. All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we will give away. Oh, also, Allie, we should mention Park Week. Throughout the weekend, we got to announce the big winner Monday morning for Park Week. They're going to get the collection of all the fun park prize packs, including Lincoln Park, and you get to go to Aftershock at Discovery Park. Everything's going to be yours. We're just looking for more and more of the poorly parked cars you encounter all weekend. Take pictures, tag us, Klein Alley Show, or go to KROQ.com to submit officially. All right, takeaways. What do we got?
Okay, lots of takeaways this morning. 626, my takeaway is dimes is a new element on the periodic table.
Yeah, got to look for them dimes. What the D stands for.
510, my takeaway is Kurt Cobain's death was a good one.
Oh, well, listen, all this deaths to be able to report. I'm jealous that Kevin Ryder got to be live for the Kurt Cobain death.
Yeah, 818, my takeaway is you can never have too many whores. 626, my takeaway.
Paul Alley saying that.
All right, whatever. My takeaway from the day is that humans are made from metamorphosis. 208, Vanessa is a drug-crazed child who likes her bubble baths.
Yeah.
And 626, my takeaway is caller 17, caller 17, caller 17, caller 17, 17, 17, 20.
That's how Johnny counts to 20. If you missed it earlier, I don't think anyone was as surprised as we were that Johnny, who also doesn't know how chemicals work, can't count to 20. Here's what that sounded like.
Caller 1, caller 2, caller 3, caller 4, caller 5, caller 6, caller 7, caller 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whoa. 16, 17, 17, caller 17, caller 17, caller 17, caller 17. Caller 20, hello?
Hi,
You know, he kind of sounds like it's like Dick Clark near the end when he was trying to do that countdown for New Year's Eve.
That's right. Yeah.
Very similar. He's doing the same thing right there.
And what are you doing?
All right, let's just check out some of these takeaways on the phone, and then we'll get out of here with the weekend song. Alex, your takeaway?
Yeah, hey, Sweet Tips. My takeaway from today's show is that H2O is a chemical compound. Atmosphere means Earth. So sunglasses?
That's right. Atmosphere means you got to wear your sunglasses. That's a good takeaway. David, your takeaway from today's show?
That's good. Hi.
All right, that's a good takeaway.
That's a good one.
That's a good takeaway, and that's Vanessa's mantra. Clearly, when she's at work. And Michaela, what is your takeaway from today's show?
How to pronounce when somebody dies better.
Yeah, we got to get better at when people die. We don't do a good
We have
job
to
of
take
announcing.
that away from our talk
If you
with
missed it
Ryder.
earlier today, we had the robots roasting all of the many celebrities that died, and they didn't do it with the same sort of heart that I think humans would have done it with. But clearly there was just
Very mean. Very cruel.
mean and cruel, and I don't stand by it at all. But still, it was our way of paying tributes to some of the many legends that we lost. And if you missed it, I recommend you check out the podcast that goes with the entire show. Here's just one example of a robot roast.
When Hulk arrived at the pearly gates of heaven, he saw Malcolm Jamal Warren and said, "Hey, brother." This and other incidents caused God to add 40 new staff members to his HR department, most of which were hired after Hulk body slammed Jesus and called him a libtard pussy boy.
So that was just some of the very aggressive roasting that happened from robots to dead celebrities on the show today. All right, Allie, we heard from quite a few people. It's time to get out of here. I believe we can agree that our favorite takeaway went to, let's say hi to David. David, congratulations. You're going to get the tickets to go see My Chem, all right?
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one. Enjoy the show on Sunday.
Go
That's
there
it.
and get high.
All right, we gave a lot of tickets away, and now we're going to wrap it up with the weekend song. You have a takeaway, Allie?
Yeah, my takeaway is Joe Camel's hump was malignant.
That's good news. Jake, you have a takeaway?
Yeah, Columbia sold coffee and cocaine for a penny.
Yeah, that's right. Columbia House, the original Columbia House. It's Vanessa's house.
That's good.
You got a takeaway, Omar?
My takeaway is it Kid Sister?
Is it Kid Sister?
Is it Kid Sister? That was way after we
was the
we
greatest.
revealed the answer.
During
Oh,
Generation
Ruby.
Wars. All right, have a great weekend. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday at Randy's. If you need us between now and then, the GOAT line's open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. Check out the socials. You can read that article that just went out about us, which we appreciate. Couldn't do that without you guys. And here is your anthem to the weekend. Enjoy it. Bye.
Woohoo.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear-end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear-end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch. Oh, yeah. Hitler's birthday. Nothing like it, right?
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look.
Ah,
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend?
Ozzy.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No.
You cannot have enough horse.